Come nearer, kid, my dearest. I want to speak something precious to you. It isn't noisy. It will appear as a sign written in the sky or as a yell. It stirs like wind and long grass as it softly resides in the chambers of your soul. It's about someone I've known for ages, but you haven't met yet. This isn't a dream. It's not a diversion. You are not imagining this. For you, I have kept this secret in my heart. Just while you are spending your days, someone else is really living theirs. Their name is unknown to you yet. You haven't traced their face with your eyes or heard their voice. However, they do exist, and even now, in quiet, in mystery, and according to my time, I'm weaving your lives together. You have questioned me about friendship, love, and connection. Additionally, I have seen your heart struggle with waiting, postponed hope, and longings that hurt during quiet times. I haven't rejected you, however. I've been getting you ready. It has nothing to do with loneliness. It has to do with being prepared. There's nothing wrong with you waiting. Something is being made right in both of you, which is why you are waiting. I am now molding hearts in hidden locations. I am training them to see me before they see one another, owning them over silent flames and whispering truths into their wilderness. Because what I'm getting ready isn't typical. It's not impetuous. It is based on promise, purity, and purpose rather than just attractiveness. This one I'm getting ready for you is adept at finding me in the shadows. They engaged in secret conflicts that you will never have to face. They have traveled paths you will eventually comprehend. Despite their wounds, they have allowed me to touch them. Despite their flaws, they are complete in the important aspects. They have allowed me to repair them, not because they have never fallen. I'm awakening them up, even now, to the call of destiny, to something more than what they've experienced. They don't even know your name, yet they are hankering for you, because love is not a coincidence, and their soul understands that. I am the orchestrator of this coven. I'll say it again. This is being divinely timed, even if you're inclined to think it's delayed. Your clock does not dictate my time. It moves in accordance with the timeless design. I'm not running late. I'm adding layers of beauty to the base. There are still parts of you that need space to recover. I'm still shedding light on these places so you won't ruin the present when it arrives. This has nothing to do with your brokenness. The reason behind this is because you are evolving. So, kid, rest your heart. Stillness is not the same as absence. I'm working silently and in the shadows. Where eyes cannot perceive, heaven moves. I'm composing introductions in the unseen that will occur like an unexpected moment of calm. Silent, but indisputable. You won't feel compelled. There won't be any sense of effort. It will feel like discovering something that is both familiar and new, like breathing after holding your breath, like alignment. To be liked, you won't need to perform. To be accepted, you won't need to go smaller. They've spent time with me learning how to see. So this one I'm developing, for you will see you through my eyes. They will not idealize or worship you. They'll respect you. They've learnt how I handle their hearts, so they'll hold yours tenderly. I've been teaching them how to be of service, how to talk with compassion and honesty, and how to make peace without becoming weak. They're not here to make you whole. They're going to accompany you on your run. You won't vie for people's attention. You won't plead for constancy. You won't fight for allegiance. I maintain what I offer. I safeguard what I decree. There won't be mayhem at this gathering when it happens. There won't be any misunderstandings. It will be a heavenly collision, a sacred recognition. Two meticulously crafted roots are finally coming together, but until then, Be ready out of respect for receiving it rather than fear of missing it. Get your thinking, limits, self-worth, and sleep patterns ready. Get your trust ready. Get your vision ready. Get ready to get intimate with me. You cannot be the focus of what I am delivering you. It must already be concentrated in me and meet you. Please don't hate this waiting. Don't wish it away. It is holy to wait. It is where you are establishing your roots so that your individuality won't be uprooted by the love I bring you. You are now learning how to sit with yourself, how to hear my voice, and how to create a whole life on your own so that when someone else enters it, it enhances rather than replaces. I'm not asking that you stop living your life. The day will come unexpectedly, but unavoidably when a conversation feels like confirmation, when laughter feels like alignment, and when peace fills the room. Not because everything is perfect, but because it's right. There will be subtle, and unmistakable prophetic clues. For this reason, I'm asking you to trust the weaving. They talk about me like that. They wait without being harsh. Their presence explains rather than confounds. Their eyes convey bravery and humility simultaneously. They won't be flawless when they arrive. However, they will have my fingerprints throughout their lives. And since I will provide you serenity, you will know not just in your emotions, but also in your soul. Confirmation, not just chemistry. I need your undivided attention till then. It's out of compassion, not cruelty. Because you are being prepared for the type of relationship that requires spiritual growth by spending this time with me. I'm not creating a fantasy. I'm laying the groundwork. Thus, continue to go ahead, continue to serve, continue to laugh, and continue to heal. Continue producing, continue evolving. They are also growing. I'm teaching you more than just how to wait. You're learning how to accept from me, because this will surpass your expectations. Deeper, safer, and truer, not louder or more ostentatious. You won't need to yell to be noticed. You won't need to beg to be held. You won't have to pursue, you'll be selected. I'm not dreaming. In front of you I hang. I am devoted to keeping this pledge. But before anybody else does, I must have your heart. Before anybody becomes your support, I have to be your source. Before anybody becomes your buddy, I must be your anchor. Because they will also be your demise if they become your foundation. They will only ever be a mirror of my kindness, however, if I continue to be your center. Therefore, do not compare when you see others finding their soulmate. Instead, rejoice and feel blessed. You're not in the rear. I won't let you settle since you are being molded for something particular. I shut the door that perplexed you for that reason. That's why I let certain relationships go. I blocked the simple way for that reason. It was insufficient. The pain will be worth it, because I love you too much to give you anything. In time, what is developing will make sense. I shall carry out the commitment I made in whispers in front of you. This isn't the result of imagination. Something sacred is being revealed here. And it won't just alter your season. When they eventually cross your way, it will confirm that I was there with you and all of the previous attendees. I can still see the profound, sincere, and holy desire in your heart. I don't embarrass you for it either. That's where I put it. To guide you to a love that reflects my heart, not to punish you. I'm not getting ready for this one. You won't be saved by them. They'll accompany you on your stroll. They will join you in prayer, but they won't adore you. They will respect your future, but they won't make amends for your past. When you feel empty, they will speak life. They will treat your tranquility as if it were precious. They will show you their devotion by reminding you that I was constantly paying attention. This is not a little thing. There is no delay in this. It's not impossible. It is carefully crafted, fiercely guarded, and perfectly timed. So, in the meanwhile, look after your heart. Talk to yourself with kindness. Give up comparing. Trust that I haven't forgotten your wish and lie completely where you are. I'm doing it with integrity and purpose. You're not getting ready for romance. You are getting ready for a meaningful collaboration, and you'll look back and see when it starts. You came here to find love, serenity, alignment, and my response because of every season, every stillness, and every surrender. And there won't be any struggling, faking, or questioning if you are good enough when the time comes and your eyes meet the one I have been creating for you. I've been waiting for this, and you'll know it. This was made just for me, which is why nothing else fit, even when I didn't grasp the weight. Only you will be grateful for this, for the process as well as the individual. Blights that formed your strength but felt hollow, for the loneliness that turned into closeness with me, and for the tears that nourished your fortitude. And you'll see that you weren't just waiting for them. You were hoping for this entire, healed version of yourself that is firmly anchored in unwavering love. Rest, kid, and go about your life. Keep going with me, laugh a lot, serve worldly, and dream freely. Because when the time comes, I will bring this person into your life, not to finish you, but to be a partner in the fullness I have already started. You will all mirror me together. Amen. Take a time, my lovely youngster. I need you to hear this before you continue, before the world pushes you into another duty too quickly. I want to share something with you, something you've never heard from the globe. Even you could have forgotten it. You pondered what other people thought of you for a long time. Perhaps you've even pondered my opinion of you. Today, I'll address the question, God, what do you really see when you look at me? Have you ever given it any thought? Allow me to quiet all of your doubts and lies that have caused you to doubt your value, because you have no idea how much deeper, bigger, or more lovely my thoughts about you are. I don't want you to forget my words, so pay attention and don't let this time pass. Be receptive to the kindness of the Lord, dear soul. Enter. Wes. I must invoke his blessings under this post. From the bottom of my heart, I want you to know that you were never an accident. I knew you before the world ever recognized your name. I created you with such love that even the angels were in awe of my creation before you had breathed your first breath. It is no accident that you are here. You are not a meaningless being that exists at random. Your whole existence, every characteristic that sets you apart, your smile, your strengths, and even your challenges were all stitched together with purpose and meaning. Nobody else is like you. There has never been, and never will be another you among the billions of individuals who have ever lived on our planet. You are a work of art, created by my hands, molded by my affection, and meant for something more than you can now comprehend. You could question if I really see you, if I could see behind your masks, the hurt you conceal, and the fears that nag at the back of your mind. I see it all, my kid. I can tell when you feel unworthy, and when you don't think well of yourself when you look in the mirror, the times when you feel unworthy of love because of the ghosts of your past. I still adore you, however. I cherish you for who you are, flaws and all. I cherish you through all of your triumphs and setbacks. I adore you for who you are now, and for who I know you will grow into. For me to love you, you don't need to be flawless. Before you come to me, you don't need to repair yourself. I'll show you who you were always intended to be, so come as you are. I am aware that sometimes you feel weak, when you are pushed down by life. Sometimes it seems like your obligations are too heavy, when you want to give up. But today, listen to me, you underestimate your strength. Not due to your own skills, but rather because I have given you my power. I am the one who bears you when you feel like you can no longer go. I am the one that keeps you together when you feel like you are about to collapse. I am the one who leads you home when you feel lost. You're not weak. You are not irreparably damaged. In my opinion, you are a fighter. And everything you need to conquer what is ahead has already been provided by me. Please leave a like if this letter touched your heart, my darling kid. I am aware of your faults. I am aware that there are certain things from your past that you would want to forget. But pay careful attention. You are not defined by your faults. I don't see failure when I look at you. I don't see shame when I look at you. I sense redemption when I look at you. I see hope. I see a promising future. I remind you of your mission, even when the world may remind you of your shortcomings. I define you by my love, but others may define you by your history. Put an end to the guilt I've already removed. If someone tells you that you've gone too far, stop trusting them. My grace is never too far away, and you can't be separated from my affection by whatever you've done. I don't simply put up with you, my darling. You make me happy. I love it when you elevate your voice in prayer, when you take a leap of faith, and when you turn your heart toward me. I honor your triumphs and care for you throughout your hardships. Because you are mine, not because of what you do. I love who you are. I want you to experience the happiness that comes from knowing that you are loved. I joyfully sing over you. I like seeing you develop, learn, and fall in love. I take pleasure in you for a long time. It never changes. I recognize your value even when you don't think you're worthy. I see you and celebrate you, even when you feel overlooked. I am aware that you have been anxious about the future. Do I have a purpose? You've asked, will things ever get better? Will I ever find peace? I can say this with complete assurance. I have your future in my hands, and it is bright. For you, I have plans. Plans that are far bigger than you could ever dream of. No, you're not aimlessly aimless. Even when you can't see it, I'm leading you. Every obstacle, hold-up, and unanswered prayer is not intended to hurt you. It's getting you ready. You are preparing for something far bigger. I'm working everything out for your benefit, so trust me, kid. I hope you never forget this, and I need you to hear it one final time. You are very liked. Words cannot express how much you are loved. You were made with a purpose. You are more resilient than your difficulties. Your history does not define you. You're never alone yourself. My kid, this is how I really feel about you. And I really hope that you also believe it. Let the divine light through you, Sacred Heart. Your incredible gratitude fuels our mission to spread the timeless truth of God. Come out and enjoy the divine's incalculable treasures. Above everything, my dear kid, keep this in mind. I own you. My love, nothing can take you away. You cannot be removed from my grasp by any error, situation, or power on earth or in heaven. You are mine, and I will always keep you. You are not a mere member of the throng. You are my treasured one. I've addressed you by name. You are written on the palms of my hands by me. I've sealed your heart with my seal. I shall always adore you, and you will always be mine. I have spoken, kid. Repeat these words as often as necessary. Allow them to bring you comfort, happiness, and confidence. You have been selected. You are cherished. I own you. Never question my opinion of you, as I believe you to be exceptional, cherished, and invaluable. For you, this is my heart. Accept it, have faith in it, and live in the liberty that comes from knowing who you really are in my sight. Amen. Children, stop whatever you're doing. You need to give this your whole attention right now. You are about to get everything I have painstakingly prepared for you. However, hesitancy can result in a lost chance. Even today's open doors might close at any moment. I sense the whole essence of you. I am aware of the difficulties you have faced. I know the dreams you've had, the feelings you've shared, the times you've looked up at the sky and wondered, when can I expect my response? Your answer is closer than you think for today, I promise. But before the opportunity passes you by, you need to understand a very important fact. It's possible to lose a wonderful gift without ever realizing it. The ideal entry can still be blocked to you, even if you are standing in front of it. You may hold on to your promise, yet it may be slipping away from you. Listen carefully. This video is your best chance of winning. I challenge you, stay with me through to the end, because I will then reveal to you something that will really change your life, a gift from God with the capacity to improve your life forever. Tell me, will you let this chance pass you by, or are you going to take what is yours? Join me if you have unflinching faith and believe that the exceptional is possible. Today is the day I'm going to show you something amazing. Keep an eye out because your response could appear shortly. Leave a comment. I believe without question, my Lord. Children, stop whatever you're doing. Do you really think that you just happened to be here? Do you think it was just a coincidence that you came upon this video? Right now, I am the highest being and I am contacting you. How many times have you felt in your heart that you ought to get closer to me, but put it off till later? How many times have I called out to you in the silence? A sentence that was spoken to you while you pretended not to know, via the pain of a vision. I see that you exist. I have the whole substance of your story. I am aware of your struggles, worries, and secrets that you keep from other people. Look, the time you've been waiting for has finally here. The moment has come. I declare as I stand in front of you. Our community is looking forward to your positive energy, sweetie. To remain in touch and get more emotional, inspirational messages, subscribe. Now you have to answer my call. No material belonging can fill the emptiness you have felt. And do you know why it is happening? Because only I have the ability to fill that need in your heart. I have a tremendous power for you, but you must pay attentively. Don't close your ears and keep your heart tender. Time passes with ease. Opportunities are coming up, but if you don't take advantage of them, they can soon close. How many times have you put off making a decision? How many times have you put off what I asked for today just to realize that it can't be put off any longer? I'm contacting you because this might be the turning point that changes everything. You have to decide. Will you continue living your life in the hope that things will change? Or will you follow my advice and take advantage of the many treasures that are at your fingertips? It is up to you to decide, but pay attention to what I say. There will be no regret for those who answer my call and follow my way. Write in the comments, Lord, I hear your cry, children. You are waiting for me to do something in your lives, but you did not see that I have already done it. I have already given you what you have asked for in your prayers. I have already written down your victory. You have not yet claimed what is yours. Do you realize the meaning of this? It means that simply giving it to you is not enough for my purpose. You have to do something to understand it. You have waited for things to happen, but my decree has always been clear. Belief without effort is dead. You pray, you mourn, you seek, but when the time comes to act, you hesitate. You seek a deep signal, an assurance, a promise. Do you have faith in me or not? When I granted my people access to the promised land, I did not simply cast them into it. They had to enter and dominate it. When I summoned Peter to traverse the water, he remained grounded. He had to make the initial move. Will you remain motionless, anticipating my embrace, or will you rise and claim what rightfully belongs to you? Seize your gaze upon the barriers. Cease dwelling on the potential pitfalls. The portal stands ajar, yet you must step beyond its threshold. The extraordinary waits, but your faith is essential. The moment you have anticipated is here, but it is up to you to seize it. Pay attention. If you remain stagnant, another may seize your fortune. Should you choose an action, the chance may slip through your fingers. Are you truly prepared to embrace this challenge? Do not delay what I have bestowed upon you. No one can strip it from you. Yet if you fail to seize it, you will find yourself before an open door, forever on the threshold, never crossing in. Now perform a divine act of belief. Declare in the comments, I seize my blessing in this moment, children. Heed my words closely, for this matter holds great weight. Have you ever observed that certain opportunities slip away and never return? Have you ever reflected on a moment and felt a twinge of regret for something you allowed to fade into the past? I have presented countless opportunities to you, but for how much longer will you linger in hesitation? I am a master of opportunities, yet I am also a master of moments. There are times when I extend an invitation. Yet, if you choose not to step through, that opportunity may vanish forever. It was akin to that with Noah. I commanded him to construct the ark and he complied. Yet when the deluge began, the door was sealed and no others could gain entry. It was not that I lacked the desire to save others. It was simply that the moment for action had already slipped away. Now I pose this question. How many opportunities have I presented to you men you faltered? How often have I laid opportunities before you while you lingered for the perfect moment, seeking to feel prepared to possess unwavering certainty? Allow me to impart this wisdom. Assurance follows belief, never precedes it. Should you persist in your quest for perfection before taking action, you will find yourself forever stagnant. If you continue to delay, the opportunity may slip away and you will forfeit what I had destined for you. Are you truly certain about this desire? Do you wish to reflect and feel remorse for the actions you chose not to take? Do you wish to spend your days observing others seize the life that could have been yours? Seize your hesitation, seize your uncertainty, seize your fears. The door stands ajar now, yet I never claimed it would stay that way for eternity. How will you seize this moment? Will you allow this opportunity to fade into the abyss once more? Or will you seize the moment before it vanishes forever? Write in the comments, I shall step through the threshold that has been divinely granted to meet cherished believers. Come and discover the profound joy of walking in Christ's radiant presence. Tap join to step into a welcoming community where His teachings unite us in love. Together we'll strengthen our faith and uplift each other's spirits. Children, the hourglass is swiftly emptying. Do you sense it deep within your soul? Are you aware that a transformation is unfolding in your surroundings? And I inquire, how long will you linger? How often have you proclaimed, I will take action tomorrow, only to shift to I will begin when the moment feels right? But what if that moment never arrives? And this is your final opportunity to grasp the gift that I have meticulously arranged for you. I share this not to instill fear, but to ignite your awareness. The moment for patience has passed. Now is the moment to take decisive action. Now is the moment to place your faith in me and embrace the leap you have been shying away from. Have you come to understand that all things of worth are bound by a specific moment? Food possesses a definitive expiration date marked by a precise time frame. The infant in the mother's womb arrives at the perfect moment to enter the world, and your blessing waits its destined moment to be felt. Yet if you remain stagnant, what is destined for you may slip away. I have conquered the most challenging obstacle. The path has been set with precision. I have shattered obstacles. The answer has been laid out before you. Yet there is a singular action that rests solely in your hands. Claim it as your own. Do not be deceived. The moment for hesitation is drawing to a close. One may anticipate the ideal time, yet the time is upon us. Rise today, for tomorrow may not grant you the same chance. Without a leap of faith in this moment, you risk remaining stagnant for eternity. Decide. Will you continue to sit idly by as events unfold without your influence? Or will you rise and seize what is inherently yours? This may be your final opportunity to step through that threshold. Seize the moment. Leave a comment saying the moment is here. I claim what is mine, children. How often have you remained motionless, gripped by trepidation, concerned about the opinions of others, fearful of falling short, making an effort and not achieving greatness, fearful of experiencing pain, fearful of embracing hope only to face disillusionment, fearful of stepping beyond your threshold? But allow me to inquire, to instill this fear within you. Because I nurtured you to embody strength. I prepared you to advance, to evolve, to triumph. I have instilled in you the power to triumph. Why do you continue to allow fear to restrain you? Understand who seeks to instill fear within you, the adversary. For he understands that with bravery, nothing can stand in your way. He understands that when you rise, barriers will shatter. He understands that with your faith in me, triumph shall be yours. He orchestrates every move to render you immo. He sows uncertainty within your thoughts. He instills a sense of inadequacy, leading you to believe you are unworthy, that you fall short of greatness. Yet everything about that is a deception. I bestow upon you not a spirit of fear, but one of strength, compassion, and harmony. As you stride alongside me, dread loses its grip on your spirit. Reflect on the countless things you have let slip away due to fear. The opportunities that have eluded you, the doors that have shut because you hesitated to embrace the moment. But I assure you today your triumph lies beyond the realm of fear. Should you allow fear to rule your existence, you will miss out on the extraordinary journey I have laid out for you. Without the bravery to embark on that initial journey, the possibilities of what might have been will forever remain a mystery. Children, cease to empower fear. It does not dominate your existence. I hold the reins here, and I assure you proceed boldly. If I stand by your side, what is there to question? If I made a vow, what holds you back? Still the portal stands ajar. The divine favor has already been bestowed. Conquer this fear and claim what is rightfully yours. Now I urge you to summon your inner strength. Write in the comments, I will no longer be afraid, my triumph is already secured. Children, how many times have I given you something and then let it slip from your hands because you were unsure? Your blessing has been given to the world. Your desire has been fulfilled, but every time doubt creeps in, you pull back and you start to wonder, is this for me? Is it going to happen? Uncertainty creeps in still the unseen. It descends with a deliberate grace, cloaked in the guise of reason, lurking in the shadows of uncertainty. As the divine truly communicated with me, you become immobilized, overthink, and waver endlessly in this state of uncertainty. And while you linger, the adversary seizes what rightfully belongs to you. And before you realize it has effortlessly stripped away the conviction I once held in your heart. It was that way with Peter. I summoned him to tread upon the waves, and initially he approached with unwavering confidence. Yet midway he glanced at the tempest and began to waver. And what transpired? He descended. How often have you engaged in this activity, embarked on a journey brimming with conviction and bravery only to have uncertainty strike and pull you down midway? However, I wish for you to grasp something today. When I bestow upon you a gift, it is yours to claim. Yet, if you question it, you surrender your fortune to those who oppose you. I wish for you to hold on to everything free from the shackles of uncertainty. If I declare it will occur, then it shall be so. Cease your inquiries. Cease your quest for comprehension in all matters. Belief requires no justification. It thrives solely on confidence. There's no requirement for you to understand the method. Understanding the timing is unnecessary. You just have to believe in me and not waver. Make your decision today. Will you continue to doubt and lose what has already been given to you? Or will you embrace your faith and boldly declare in the comments, I cast aside uncertainty and claim my destiny? My dear soul, keep the good vibes flowing. Give this video to someone who could use some encouragement. Children, have you ever stopped to think about how close you are to the promise, but you still act as though it is far away? You seek, you beg, you complain and you yell, but when I give you advice, you back off. You wait for me to act, while you wait for a deeper signal. But hear this, your fortune is already laid out in front of you. If you do not move, it may slip away and continue onward. My people experienced this in the vast desert. A promised land was in front of us, undeniable and magnificent, and I had already said that I would give it to them, but they clung so tenaciously to their fear and skepticism that they wandered for 40 years without ever entering it. Do you understand what this means? The promise is only a few steps away, but if you stay far from me, from faith, and from obedience, it will always elude you. Are you getting closer to the promise, or are you getting farther away? Have you accepted the villain I have in store for you, or have you decided to create your own fate? You must be in the right frame of mind to accept it. There is no reason to wait for a miracle while continuing in the same way. To embrace the entirety of what awaits you, you must align yourself accordingly. The vow stands ready for your embrace. It is prepared. It stands poised. Are you prepared to embrace it? Or will you remain aloof, delaying, lingering as time slips by and the chance fades into the distance? If you desire to embrace the promise and experience all that I have in store for you, express in the comments, Lord, I align with your will and claim my promise. Children, why do you continue to question? Do you believe I am someone who would deceive? Do you believe I am a deity who alters his decisions? I stand apart from those who falter, who make promises today and let them slip away by tomorrow. If I give my word, it shall come to pass. I perceive your unease, your restlessness, pondering. Will it come to fruition? Will I still be remembered? And today I wish to remind you, I hold every promise sacred, though the present may seem still. My influence is already at work in the shadows. It might seem like an eternity, but I am orchestrating everything perfectly. All things unfold in their perfect moment. You might believe I have wavered, but I am an unstoppable force. Abraham endured countless years for the son I vowed to deliver, decades. Yet in due season, the promise emerged. Joseph faced betrayal, was sold into slavery, endured imprisonment, and suffered humiliation. Yet the promise I made to him came to fruition. David was chosen for greatness and endured years of evasion. Yet ultimately, he claimed the throne I had destined for him. Are you grasping the significance of this? The period of anticipation does not diminish the assurance. Silence is not a sign of forgetfulness. The challenges ahead do not signify that my resolve towards you has waned. If I made a vow, know that the solution is already en route. The adversary seeks to deceive you into believing that nothing will shift, that my ears are closed, that you are unworthy. Yet he is the master of falsehoods. And today I stand before you to proclaim, remain steadfast, disregard the surroundings, focus on my presence. Do not allow yourself to be deceived by the passage of time. For I command its very essence. No force can hinder my promise from manifesting in your existence. No individual, no circumstance, no barrier can alter what I have already decreed. Now cast aside all doubt and fear. Put an end to your doubts. If I promise, I will fulfill it. Now, take a bold step and declare in the comments. I trust that the promises in my life will come to pass. Children, the portal is waiting for you. Are you ready to enter? You have sought, you have begged, you have called upon me to show you the way. But let me ask you this. Are you ready to enter when it opens? Too often, you seek what you are not yet ready for. You seek divine favor, but lack the strength to maintain it. You seek opportunities, but lack the foundation to support them. And I can assure you that seeking the right door is worthless if you lack the courage to walk through it. How many people have been given something magnificent only to have it slip away because they were not prepared? How many souls have crossed the threshold of transformation but lack the wisdom to stay within? Before I unveil the door, I shall ready you for what lies beyond. Before elevating you to greatness, I refine your essence. Before bestowing upon you something magnificent, I fortify your belief. However, there are moments when this process eludes your comprehension. You believe I am slow, that I am ignoring your words. Yet the reality is far different. I am shaping you for the moment when the perfect opportunity arises, ensuring you are poised to step through and remain steadfast. Now gaze within. If this portal swings wide today, are you truly prepared? Or are there still elements that require fine-tuning? Are there still challenges that require conquering? There are matters I have urged you to release, yet you continue to cling to them. I am a divine force that unlocks possibilities. Yet I also nurture souls for those who wish to embrace the path I have laid out for them. Begin your preparations without delay. Forge your own path and pursue growth relentlessly. Seize the moment and shape your own path. Don't chase after what's already laid out. Ready yourself ahead of time. And when the moment arrives, you will not only witness the door swing wide, but you will possess the strength and insight to step through it with confidence. If you are resolute and getting ready for what I am already setting up for you, express in the comments. Guide me to step through the right door, my sweet child. Let this spark of hope shine on. Pass this video to someone who's waiting for a gentle lift. Children, have you ever pondered the reason your fortune has yet to manifest? You have sought. You have wept. You have endured. You gaze upon the scene, witnessing others being granted opportunities, extraordinary events unfolding, and within you stirs a profound inquiry. Why has this not come to me yet? Today, I urge you to delve deep within, for I am not the one holding back your fortune. There could be an obstacle standing in the way of your reception. Are you prepared for this response? Often the greatest barrier to your success lies within you, not in external forces. A new hero beckons, yet you remain anchored in what has been. You seek to embrace the new, yet you cling to what I have urged you to release. You seek my favor, yet you cling to emotions that defy my intentions. Is your divine favor restrained due to your failure to forgive? Is your favor hindered due to lingering in defiance? Has your gift not come forth because you remain hesitant to embrace it? I am a supreme being of order. I am a supreme being who at the opportune moment withholds promises from those who are not ready to receive them. Release any lingering grudges and embrace freedom. You have been nurturing notions of failure. Transform your mindset. If you have strayed from the right path, return to me, for when your heart resonates with mine, nothing can hinder the destiny I have already set for you. Do not cast shadows on the elements or the situation. If anything stands in the way of your greatness, I reveal it to you now. If you seek to shatter this obstacle and embrace all that I offer, take a bold step now and declare in the comments, I release all that hinders my blessings from coming forth. Children, cease your gaze upon the world beyond. All that you seek resides within you already. You stand poised, anticipating a signal, a nudge, a validation to take your next step. Today, I want to remind you that the power to achieve your triumph lies within your grasp. You have sought, you have pleaded, you have called out, and often you wonder, why has it not come to pass yet? What more do I have to do, Sovereign? And I answer you right now. Stop looking at the situation and start using what I have already given you. With an army looming behind him, Moses stood before the big water, and you know what he achieved. When I said, "Why are you calling out to me? Utilize what you possess." He started to scream, but when he decided to use the staff, the ocean opened up. Do you understand? You already have everything you're looking for. The message's belief has already been released. The opportunity is already here. However, if nothing is done, the key stays in place and the door stays closed. How many times have I given you talents, abilities, tactics, and ideas that you haven't used? How many times did I create new paths and you continue to mistrust me? Kids, it's time for you to take the stage. Don't look for further confirmation. It's time to step up and assume leadership. Your victory is near. It's not contained. It is directly in front of you. Your decision to use the key is the last stage. Now take your belief and post in the comments, "Children, the time of expectation is almost over. The key is already in my hands, and I will utilize it." It resonates deep within your soul. A transformation unfolds in your surroundings. Everything is coming together perfectly. The doors are beginning to part. But now I pose this question to you. Are you prepared to take action? Often the issue lies not in the duration of waiting, but in the absence of a proactive mindset. When the moment to take action arrives, you've sought, you've beseeched, you've called out. And now I have listened. The revelation approaches. The vow is being realized. But do you possess the strength to grasp firmly what is rightfully yours? The door remains meaningless unless you choose to step beyond it. The arrival of a blessing holds no value if you do not seize it for your own. There is no purpose in me unveiling the triumph while you remain stagnant, merely anticipating. When you sense your readiness, you have already arrived. All that you have encountered thus far has been preparation. Each battle, each drop of sorrow, every instance of suffering has forged you for this moment. Now stand your ground. Do not allow fear to control your existence. Stop hesitating and embrace the path ahead with confidence. The era of anticipation is concluding, and the moment for decisive action has arrived. What shall you undertake? Will you remain stagnant, allowing the chance to slip away? Or will you rise and seize the destiny that is rightfully yours. The decision rests in your hands. Yet I say unto you, those who have faith take action. Place their trust and advance forward. Those who submit are rewarded. If you feel the moment to take action has arrived, express in the comments, I accept and will take action. My shining star, pass on this spark of hope. Deliver the video to up to 3 companions in need of a morale boost. My beloved children, an entrance stands before you, one that I have personally unlatched, a chance that I have meticulously crafted, a journey that remains unblemished by time. Yet the foe is relentless in their attempts to mislead you. He desires for you to believe that this door is merely a figment of your imagination. He wants to convince you that everything is impossible, that you are unworthy, that you are incapable. But he says, if I allow you to pass, it will not be barred by any force. Do you understand what this means? The enemy may try to stop you. He may try to put up obstacles. He may try to discourage you, but he cannot stop what has already begun. I am the ultimate power, the master of possibilities, and nothing can stop what I have chosen to give you. Joseph was betrayed and mistreated, cast into a well, sold into slavery, and wrongfully imprisoned, but no one was able to close the door that I had opened for him. Daniel was cast into the world of ferocious animals. The enemy attempted to stop him, to wrap up his story. Yet I had already prepared a passage for him, and the jaws of the beasts could not reach him. Comprehend this. Adversity may attempt to challenge, but it will never triumph over the destiny I have already set for you. Cease viewing the challenges as if they overshadow my assurance. Cease to accept the deceptions of the adversary and embrace my truth, for what I have destined for you is already in motion. And now I urge you to proclaim this with unwavering conviction. Leah comment, no foe can shut the door that has been opened for me. Children, why do you persist in waiting until the final hour to embrace belief? How many times have I bestowed upon you my signs? How often have I whispered to your soul? At times I have revealed my actions to you, yet you persist in waiting for proof before you can truly believe. However, allow me to impart this wisdom. Belief that requires sight is not true belief, is uncertainty. Many only embrace the truth when all has been settled. They place their faith only after the extraordinary has unfolded. They seize control only when all is already within their grasp. But I am asking you today, do you possess the audacity to trust without the need for proof? Recall Thomas. He required the sensation of my hands to truly grasp my existence. Yet fortunate are those who have not witnessed and yet hold steadfast in their faith. Are you holding out for the funds to appear in your account before you acknowledge my role as your provider? Are you expecting the remedy to manifest during an exam to believe that I am your physician? Are you standing by for every door to swing wide, seeking confirmation of my role as your father? Children, do not delay your faith until the final hour. Embrace your faith and watch as your extraordinary transformation unfolds swiftly. Cling fiercely to your belief, and the vow shall come to pass. I am already crafting what you desire. It is already in motion. Yet should you choose disbelief at this moment, you risk forfeiting what was destined for you. It is within your grasp, so cease delaying your belief. Believe in me today and take a leap of faith. Write in the comments, I shall not delay my faith. I place my faith in you now. My dear children, this battle you are confronting is not meant to bring you down. It is to ready you. I understand the challenge. I perceive your sorrow. I sense your heart yearning for clarity. But you must grasp this truth. every challenge you encounter serves a greater purpose. You shall remain in memory unyielding to time's passage. You are not facing dismissal. You are undergoing a trial. And are you aware of the reason for every monumental triumph? There exists a period of trial. Behold the tale of Joseph. He envisioned greatness, a magnificent destiny. Yet before he could step into the palace, he faced treachery, was bartered away, shamed, and confined. Every one of these trials was merely a beginning. It was a grand orchestration. David was chosen as king. Yet before claiming his rightful place on the throne, he confronted lions, colossal bears, and relentless adversities. Even the divine was tested in the wilderness before embarking on his sacred journey. Now gaze upon your own existence. You are undergoing a trial, yet it is not meant to diminish your spirit, it is to elevate you. If I were to bestow everything upon you at this moment without proper preparation, you would lack the fortitude to grasp it all. Should I elevate you to great heights without fortifying your foundation, the slightest gust would send you tumbling. Remain unwavering. This battle shall be overcome. This suffering will come to an end. And in reflection, you will realize that every moment was guiding you toward a greater existence. When you face challenges, it signifies that recognition is on the horizon. Now, take a moment to express your conviction in the comments. I am being tested to be prove it, and I will not give up. My dear children, how often have you found yourselves on the brink of your blessing only to pull back due to wavering belief? I have already set forth my pledges before you. I have already forged the way. I have already unlocked pathways. I have shown you the way. Yet, when it's time to embrace faith, uncertainty roars with greater volume. And do you comprehend the consequences of disbelief? You alone cast aside what was destined to be yours. Sweet child of mine, if these words comforted you, share your affection with a like. Build my followers in the vast desert. They possessed a destined realm, a divine gift awaiting. Yet their disbelief barred them from crossing the threshold. They whispered, questioned, and trembled, and as a result they roamed for 40 years, never claiming what had already been bestowed upon them. Now I pose this question to you. How many years have passed because you didn't believe in me? How many opportunities have passed because you didn't believe in me? How many promises have lingered in anticipation, but you haven't taken advantage of them because you didn't believe in them? My dear children, I want you to keep every treasure I have painstakingly crafted for your future. If I made a promise, it will come to pass. Go forward with purpose and don't look back. If I tell you to have faith, then put aside any doubt. Faith is more than just emotion, it's a decision. Today, I implore you to believe. Choose to have faith. Hold fast to the treasures I have placed before you. Don't let doubt rob you of your potential. Don't let fear limit your greatness. Don't lose your gift because you didn't believe. Now use all of your spiritual might to shout this. I'll keep my blessing if you leave a remark. I decide to have faith in my dear children. You are not here by chance. You are a work of art. From the moment of your birth, you were meant to be. I have a wonderful plan just for you. My hand has already constructed your narrative. My touch has already shaped your future. Nothing and no one can stop me from attaining my goals for your life, which I have already made clear. You cannot be held back by any force. Some people could doubt your skills. Allow me to caution you that adversaries may try to obstruct your way. Nothing can stand in your way if I have chosen you. Joseph had to deal with his own brothers betraying him, unjustly imprisoned and thrown into a well, but I had predetermined his fate, and nothing in this world could stop it. On his way to becoming king, David was persecuted, ignored by men, and despised by his family. However, the promise will be fulfilled when I choose someone, regardless of the resistance. And look at your love now. How often have they tried to crush your soul? How many times have they questioned your skills? How many times has the enemy tried to discourage you, to stop you, to convince you that you can't succeed? But I want you to understand this fact now. Who could be against you if I were on your side? But you may be held back by force. They could try to close doors, but I open even more opulent doors. They could try to drag you down, but I lift you up higher. They could try to silence you, but I give you the freedom to speak with my conviction. You are unique. You have been chosen as my champion, and no force can stop you once I've made up my mind. Now, if you really believe this, take a risk and post in the comments. I am meant to be great, and nothing can stop me. Kids, how many wonders have you lost because you don't believe in yourself? You pray, you plead, you cry, but when it comes time to believe, doubt wins out. It's all about your spirit. You seek a miracle, yet do you truly have faith? Or is there a lingering fear of disappointment within you? Allow me to share this. The greatest barrier to a miracle is not the challenge itself, is the adversary. It's not the situation. It's the doubt. In my own realm, surrounded by those who witnessed my journey, I yearned to achieve the extraordinary. Yet I was hindered by their lack of faith. Are you grasping that? The absence of belief hinders the extraordinary. Peter strode across the water, buoyed by unwavering belief. Yet, when uncertainty crept in, he found himself descending into the depths. The woman afflicted with the issue of blood was restored. Because of her unwavering faith, she commanded the moment without uttering a single word. She simply had to lay her hands upon me. Blind Barnabas called out for healing, and his unwavering faith brought forth the miraculous. Now behold your affliction. What do you seek from me? What have you been seeking? Is your divine intervention approaching? Now I pose this question to you. Do you truly have faith? For when you harbor doubt, you stand in the way of your own revelation. Allowing doubt to creep in means relinquishing your fortune to the adversary. Children, I am the master of the extraordinary, yet my wonders unfold only in the presence of belief. Embrace your belief. Seize your miracle and hold it tight. Proclaim your conviction now and share in the comments. I believe my miracle is on its way. Children, do you truly believe your presence here is merely a coincidence? You have the power to be in any place you desire at this moment. You have countless options before you. Yet, I summoned you here for a purpose that demands your attention. You have sought answers, yearned for a sign, called out for guidance, and today this video is the response to your quest. It's clear that there are moments when solitude weighs heavily on you. Do you question whether I truly perceive all that you are experiencing? You seek clarity on why some things remain unfulfilled, and I assure you, my commitment to you has never wavered. I have always been by your side. This video has found you for a reason. This is a crucial element of my grand design. I desired for you to absorb these words. I wish to remind you that I remain in command, that there is a grand design for your existence, and that my efforts continue to align with your best interests. Every experience you have had holds profound significance. Not a single tear escaped my notice. Nothing that occurred caught me off guard. I am shaping you, guiding you, readying you, and now I pose this question. Do you truly think I was the one who led you to this moment? For if you have faith, seize the essence of this word I share with you. I am revitalizing your belief. I summon you to a new era. Now, embrace a moment of belief and express in the comments. I accept this message and move forward towards your path. My dear children, how often have I provided you with guidance in a clear manner? Yet you faltered. You sought the truth and I delivered it to you. You sought guidance and I illuminated the path for you. But when it came time to answer the call, fear sounded louder, and you decided to walk your own way. But let me ask you this. Do you really think you know more about the way than I do? I see what is hidden from you. I know the way ahead before you even get there. If I give you direction, it is because I have a clear vision of where you are going. When Peter obeyed my command and threw his net into the sea, he reaped a bountiful nation. When Wei answered the call and left his homeland without knowing where he was going, he became the founder of a powerful nation. When the people of Israel obeyed the command and circled Jericho, the walls collapsed in front of them. Do you get this? Submission opens doors that only human effort could ever reach. When you choose to forge your own way, you hinder the realization of my promises in your life. I seek not to impose constraints upon you. I command adherence to bestow upon you great favor. I possess the wisdom to guide you toward your greatest potential. I possess the vision of our destination, and with your trust and adherence, the extraordinary will unfold before you. Now choose wisely. Will you persist in opposing what I have already revealed to you? Or will you yield to my guidance and embrace the remarkable? If you choose to follow, take a leap of faith and write in the comments. I choose to follow your guidance, child. I have heard every word you spoke. Those prayers whispered in silence when no one was watching. Those tears you shed in your solitude, believing no one noticed. I witnessed it all. I have absorbed it all. And today, I declare every moment held purpose. I understand that you have often pondered. Is there a higher power hearing my thoughts? Are my supplications ascending to the divine? My answer is yes. I have always been attentive. From the very first moment, you reached out from the initial whisper that emerged from your soul. I have commenced my work. But my dear children, you must grasp a profound truth about the era I live in. I operate beyond the realm of mortals. I move with purpose, executing each step with flawless precision. Often it may seem as though nothing is unfolding, yet the universe is already aligning to support you. Your impatience for the answer is understandable. Yet what I am crafting is far beyond your wildest expectations. Joseph sought liberation, believing he had been forsaken in captivity. Yet I was crafting a seed of power for him. Hell wept for years, yearning for a son, yet I sought to bestow not merely any child, but a prophet destined to illuminate the world. Lazarus met his fate, and many believed it with a conclusion. Yet I was aware that an extraordinary wonder was on the horizon. And now I declare the era of your patience is drawing to a close. The answer approaches with undeniable certainty. The door swings wide, revealing what lies beyond. The promise is on the verge of realization. Persevere with unwavering strength. Now remain steadfast, for something magnificent is on the horizon for you. Now summon your conviction and write in the comments. I believe my supplications were answered with divine favor. My response is on its way. My beloved child, if this message spoke to your soul, show some love with a like. Children, why do you persist in believing that my pace is excessive? Your unease is palpable. I hear your voice asking, why has it not come to pass yet? What is causing this delay? But today I want you to grasp this. I do not procrastinate. I strategize. You gaze at the clock feeling as though time is slipping away in a swift, relentless flow. You observe others attaining it and feel as though you have lagged behind. You believe I have overlooked you, but I command the very essence of time itself. If it has not come to pass yet, it is not due to any neglect on my part. I am shaping you and also crafting what I will bestow upon you. If I had bestowed upon Joseph the throne prematurely, he would have lacked the wisdom to govern. If David had claimed the throne prematurely, he would have lacked the wisdom to reign. If Abraham had been granted his son prior to the promise, he would have missed the profound lesson of true trust. Now behold your existence. Do you really think you are ready to accept all that I have reserved for you? Because I will not give you something that will be gone by morning. I want to give you something that you will always treasure. I never forget you. I do not waver in my choice. I am merely preparing you for a time far longer than you have anticipated. Take your sorrows. The time that seems like a time of expectation is actually a time of creation. And once everything is in motion, nothing and no one will stand in the way of what I have already planned for your life. Now take a moment to declare your belief and write in the comments, I believe in God. Do not hesitate, for He is preparing me for something greater. Children, keep in mind that not all opportunities come from my hand. I know that you are waiting for an answer, that your soul longs for change, that you want to make quick progress in your pursuits. But let me ask you this, are you sure that the door you want is the one I have made for you? Because often the enemy opens doors for you. He offers opportunities that seem extraordinary. He reveals ruts that appear more effortless, paths that appear to offer great benefits, proposals that dazzle your vision, yet ultimately lead you astray from my desires. Not everything that appears correct is truly correct. Not everything that appears to be a gift originates from my essence. And if you step through the incorrect threshold, you might find yourself straying from the destiny I have crafted for you. Recall Jonah. He beheld a vessel poised for departure. He believed it was an open door, yet that route led him astray from my design, and what transpired? A tempest, a colossal creature, and an inevitable journey back to the fate I had already crafted. Now, gaze upon your existence. Are you attempting to pass through thresholds that were never meant for you? Have you been deceiving yourself with simple answers? Have you been swept up by enticing opportunities that appear promising yet ultimately lead you astray from my desires? Children, do not rush to any entrance. Be patient for the perfect moment, because when I release it, it will not be sealed by any force. When I lead, no storm can lead you astray. When I command fate, it is safe. Now, take a bold step and write in the comments, Lord, I do not want any doors. I wait for the one who comes out of you. Child, who can stop what I have already decreed? Do you fear the opinions of others? Do you think anyone can change what I have already created about your existence? You have been looking at the difficulties, thinking they are too big. Let me stress this. When I command, nothing can stand in my way. If I open a door, no one can shut it. No jealousy, opposition, or animosity can ever stop someone from rising if I choose to do so. When I promise something, it will come to pass regardless of whether the world accepts it or not. It was the same with Moses. The Pharaoh tried to stop my people from leaving Egypt, but he was helpless to stop it. It was the same with Esther. The enemy tried to silence her, but I raised her in the palace so that my rule would prevail. It was the same with Jesus. They tried to silence him, but he rose again on the third day, because nothing can stop what has been decided. Now look at your reflection. How many times have you thought about giving up, thinking that someone could stop you? But I can guarantee you that nothing can stop the path I have already laid out for you. There may be adversaries, but I am the supreme force that grants you triumph. There may be obstacles, but I am the one who creates a way when none exists. Embrace your courage and let go of fear. Should I decree it, it shall come to pass, sweet little one. Let this encouragement take flight. Share the video with up to 3 people who need a bit of uplifting. Now, take a bold step and share in the comments. If the divine willed it, nothing can hinder my triumph, my child. You sense it deep within your soul. The solution you seek is nearer than you can fathom. But now I pose this question to you. Do you possess the unwavering belief to embrace it? Often what stands in the way of the blessing is neither time nor difficulty nor the adversary. It is the absence of belief. You claim to have faith, yet within the depths of your soul uncertainty lingers. You beseech seeking answers, yet a question lingers within. Will it truly come to pass? However, allow me to bring something to your attention. Should doubt cloud your vision, you may find yourself on the brink of an extraordinary transformation, yet remain oblivious to its presence. My people traveled through the desert for 40 years with the promise of greatness, just around the corner, but because they were unfaithful, they wandered aimlessly and never set foot in the land that was meant for them. Now, look at your reflection. Are you ready to accept what I am already letting go of, or are you still being held back by doubt? Do not waste any more time. Do not hesitate at the threshold. Gather your inner strength and embrace the journey ahead. Feed your belief now. When I give my word, it is as good as done. If I declare it, it will come to pass. When I say your answer is close, get ready to embrace it. Now, take a moment to express your belief and write in the comments, Lord, I believe my answer approaches and I stand ready to embrace it. Children, you've already traveled this far. Keep going with unflinching fortitude. I know how much you've struggled, and I know the challenges you face every day. There are times when it is easy to give up, when you are so tired that you doubt the worth of tenacity. Today, I want you to understand that the enemy knows that you are going to succeed. And for that reason, he will use every strategy he knows to demoralize you. He sows seeds of surrender in your mind, manipulates others to sap your will, and leaves you feeling helpless, alone, and without strength. But he tells you that you are on the verge of greatness. How many have given up just before the extraordinary happened? How many have given up what I had promised because they were not patient enough to wait for the right moment? Your answer has been revealed. And if you remain determined, you will face everything I have planned for you. The promise is for those who persevere to the end. And I am here to give you strength. Take a deep breath, look up and keep going. You are closer to victory than ever before. Now, find your inner strength and write in the comments, I will not give up, my victory is inevitable. Children who made you think this would be easy. I never promised a journey without difficulties, but I promised to be by your side constantly. Have you ever realized that the most powerful champions are not those who never falter, but those who get back up again and again? David triumphed over Goliath through unwavering resolve. Joseph ascended to the role of governor through unwavering determination, refusing to falter during the journey. Job reclaimed all that was lost, and then some, for even in his suffering, he held steadfast to his faith. And now, behold your reflection. How many times did the foe attempt to hinder your progress? How many times have you experienced vulnerability? How often did the thought of surrender cross your mind? But I stand before you to declare, if you hold steadfast, your triumph shall be assured. The challenges you encounter now are merely a chapter in your epic tale. They are merely the means to elevate you to a supreme state. If you cease your efforts now, you will miss out on the extraordinary greatness I have set aside for you. Should you falter before the end, the complete realization of the promise I bestowed upon you will forever remain unseen. Yet if you persist and stand resolute, if your faith endures to the very end, you shall witness the extraordinary unfold. Do not allow weariness, fear, or uncertainty to hinder your progress. What I offer you is invaluable, deserving of every struggle, every drop of sorrow, every moment of patience. Now take a bold step and declare in the comments, I will remain steadfast. My triumph is assured. Children, the moment has arrived to cast aside the past. I understand all that you have faced. I understand the struggles you've endured. The letdowns that etched themselves into your essence, the instances when you believed you were at your limit. But today I declare this cycle concludes. Here I am beckoning you to embrace a new era, an era of rejuvenation, flourishing, and triumphs beyond your wildest dreams. Yet to fully step into this new chapter, you must release what no longer serves you. You cannot grasp the new while clinging to the past. Progress is impossible if your gaze remains fixed behind you. You cannot experience the abundance I have in store for you while you continue to bear the weight of burdens that were meant to be surrendered at my feet. Abraham embraced the promise by daring to depart from the familiar. Joseph ascended to governorship by shedding the scars of betrayal. Peter defied the odds and walked on water because he summoned the bravery to step out of the boat. If you believe, if you choose to move forward, if you position yourself, if you leave the past where it is, and if you stop reliving pains that should have been healed, then you have a choice. Now I ask you this, are you ready to leave your current state and enter the extraordinary future I have in store for you? Because I stand ready to take you to heights beyond your wildest dreams. I am opening a new path before your eyes. I come before you at this holy moment, Almighty Creator, knowing full well that you are the highest entity, the one who makes trails in the woods, the one whose words come to pass, the one with unfailing promises. It is not by accident that I am here. I know that. The benefits you have carefully constructed for me are calling me to awaken and accept them, and this prayer is a heavenly summons to my life. Let this positive message light on you, my youngster. Send it to as many as 3 people who are in need of some brightness. The blessings have been given, and I know it. I understand that the doors have been thrown open. My triumph has been recorded, and my development has been acknowledged. In the spiritual world, everything has been planned so that I might take what is mine. But I'm not going to be one of those people who just sees the promise without really walking into it. Father, I will not be one of those who remain in despair, bound by a lack of faith in your power. I refuse to be like others who give in to fear and miss the chance to do something really remarkable. As a result, I raise my voice in prayer today. I firmly declare that I will not be delaying my commitment any longer. I refuse to let fear, doubt, insanity, or other people's opinions keep me from enjoying the gifts you have given me. Please let me know if there is anything preventing me from receiving your blessings, Divine One. As you see fit, shape me. I will not enter the new era unprepared. I want to be completely prepared to accept and maintain whatever you have planned for me. Creator, I have faith that nothing will stop me from following your will. You have flung the door wide open, and no amount of effort can close it. The victory that has been predetermined above cannot be thwarted by any enemy. I reject any falsehoods that aim to discredit me. I reject every idea of failure, every feeling of frailty, and every rumor that tries to raise doubts. I choose to believe. I trust you. I remain steadfast, and I firmly declare with confidence that my resolve is coming, even if the manifestation is not yet apparent. My victory is coming. Already a new age has begun. I fully agree to ascend if you are calling me to do so. I'm not going to let false chances deceive me. I decide to wait for the appropriate passage. Even if it seems longer and more difficult, I prefer to follow your route because I know that your plans are superior than mine. I am grateful because I know that my prayers were heard. It was a period of fortification during the waiting season. Your magnificent plan incorporates every experience I have had thus far. And before the chance passes me by, I firmly believe that I have been blessed today. Grant my hands the ability to grab what is properly mine. Oh, heavenly presence. Strengthen my mind against uncertainty. Keep my heart steady so I can stay determined. Give me the courage to go on, because I have no doubt that greatness is in store. God Almighty, I continue to pray, knowing that this is my turning point. I am aware of the spiritual conflict going on all around me. I can see how the enemy tries to distract me, weaken my spirit, and create doubt. However, I rejected every devious tactic meant to deprive me of my intended course. I hold fast to your holy vow. Those who fail at the threshold of success are not people I want to be. I refuse to turn away from the prosperous life you have planned for me. I therefore make my determination known today. I threw aside all uncertainty. I let go of all dread. I ignored every counter-argument. The divine is the owner of my thoughts. The divine owns my heart. The divine owns my ambitions. Lead me. If I catch myself looking back to concentrate on the future, give me the strength to let go of what should be forgotten if I stay stuck in the past. Because I want to welcome the new. I want to get closer to the future you have planned for me. I won't allow skepticism to take away my blessings. I won't stand still in front of the open door. I won't let the years go by without taking back what has already been given to me, because I lack the courage to do so. I am aware that obstacles come to strengthen my commitment. But today, despite how difficult it may appear, I have decided to persevere. In the midst of hardship, I embrace trust. I continue to believe because I know you are never late. The architect of preparedness is you. Every encounter has taught me something and helped me to better connect with your divine mission. I now ask for your advice in order to choose the correct course. Protect me against the temptation of shortcuts. Don't let me go in the wrong path. Use your powerful hand to guide me, making sure I stand exactly where you want me to. I'm not going to trust my own judgment. Rather, I decide to take the route you have outlined for me. I give up my power and take comfort in your steadfast loyalty. God willing, I feel my response is coming. I sense something great coming up deep within of me. And I'm not going to allow anything stop me from accepting it. Break my heart if there are pieces of me that need to be broken. Please reshape me if there are any areas that need shaping, because I know that nothing can stand in my way when you give me the order. I am aware that once you give your permission, no one thing or circumstance can take it away. I declare with absolute certainty, in heaven, my victory is already predetermined. My heart has claimed it as its own, even if my eyes have not yet seen it. Even if my trip isn't finished, my faith keeps me going. Others may not understand this reality. Yes, I'm certain that everything has been carefully planned for the ideal time. My resolve is fueled by my belief. I will not falter. I know I'm not alone, therefore I'll keep going. Until the very end, I shall remain steadfast. I give it everything to you, Almighty. Accept my life goals, plans, and decisions and direct them according to your divine will rather than my own. Because I believe that your rote is the best. You are wise beyond all. Your designs are perfect, and my prize will appear eventually. In the name of your Son Jesus, I declare, confirm, and proclaim all of this. Amen. Dearest, our souls deeply entwined during these holy times. Develop the habit of removing yourself from outside distractions and embracing calm. Put a stop to the noise that undermines your feeling of solidarity. It is essential that we regularly engage in sincere conversations to strengthen our spiritual ties. Ignoring this might break the essential link to your core. It is now your responsibility to change self-centeredness into genuine truthfulness. The cosmos aligns with your destiny when your actions are motivated by sincere purpose. When you commit to personal development, you will find that the world responds positively and bestows upon you unexpected benefits. In the face of turmoil, deception, and destruction, maintain your resolve with this power. When people remain steadfast in their dedication to the truth, the shadows fade. The choices you make at these crucial junctures will have a significant impact on the future. How are you going to respond to your destiny's call? Loved one, I send my thoughts to you from beyond the ages, hoping you may feel my presence and trust in my steadfast love. My unending compassion and unwavering strength survive with the changing of the seasons and the years. Continue to be alert and look for quiet times so that my message can reverberate inside of you for countless lifetimes. Through calm evenings and turbulent days, I have protected you as your guardian. I saw you and treasure the promise you hold. Long before the mountains rose and the oceans were full with life, you will face challenges that will test your resolve. However, I can serve as your anchor, a haven of peace in the midst of life's storms. I created the stars and sparked the universe. You have no idea how much I can do to help you recover and find your real calling. You don't have to worry about being perfect since, in my opinion, you were excellent from the beginning of your adventure. Look into the limitless and know that my caring is always there for you. I sense the unspoken realities you bear, the weights you bear alone at trying times. The world could imply that you are ignored and undervalued. However, my reality confirms that you are valued, respected, and acknowledged. You are never really alone, even in your worst moments. Because I have given you a lasting light, I will come closer and reveal knowledge beyond your understanding if you really seek me out every day, setting aside time to sense my presence and communicate your innermost needs. You have my whole attention now. Are you going to accept it? Let your heart serve as a haven where we may meet in peaceful silence. Bring out your wounds, and I will reveal your true self. Let your deepest desires come to life and see how the impossible becomes your new life. Put away the skepticism and false rumors that put doubt on your worth, dear. Beyond what you can see, a bright life is waiting. My steadfast love is all around you, a profound truth that changes everything. Your voyage is accompanied by my allies. Accept the changes that are coming without fear. Rather, plant your soul in my presence, trusting that I will guide you to a free and fulfilling future that many long for, but few are willing to pursue. My love for you is more than words can express, but my spirit speaks to your spirit in a deep and kind way. Come to me in your own self, with all of your flaws and gaps. My compassion may reach the deepest recesses of your personality. Let your deep wounds and hidden sadness lead you to my arms. I will turn your pain into peace and your cracks into beauty in that hallowed place. If you allow me to revitalize you, The unmet expectations and broken dreams you harbor are ready to be transformed. Don't be afraid of the unknown roads that lay ahead, because my invisible impact is evident in the changes you see in the world. To help you accept your real purpose, I have sent my heralds to battle the ghosts of your heritage. In the lively world, the grief of the bygone generations will vanish. I'm making it just for you, sweetheart. The moments of happiness shine like morning dew over green grass. To enhance your journey, reach out and collect these gems every day. Don't dwell on the obstacles that stand in your way, because I am abundant and will always elevate your spirit. You are entering a peaceful world that I have created entirely, in ways that go beyond words. You will understand the limitless essence of my love here. I will eliminate guilt and replace holes with healing pleasure, bringing genuine emancipation to the deepest corners of your spirit. Don't cry any longer, dear. Cradle tenderly in my arms. I understand the hurt caused by betrayal, which has left you feeling distrustful. I see every cry turning into a teaching moment inside of you. However, I'm here to wipe away your regrets and cover you with my unfailing love, my beloved. Along this road, I create deep relationships with others who have similar visions. You are meant for deep connections, my love, but be cautious to separate true ties from passing acquaintances. Examine the sincerity of people who want to enter your hallowed area. As you walk the delicate balance between separation and union, my guardians will provide you with knowledgeable guidance. Every setback opens up new opportunities. Let go of the past and have faith in my ability to elegantly enhance your future. Throw away the labels that tie you to past injuries or disappointments. Your soul is greater than any grief or regret. My hand created you with the specific purpose of reflecting my greatness via your unique character. Accept the beautiful essence I have placed in your soul and nurture it so that self-assurance grows and gives others hope. The unquestionable truth, beloved one, is right here. Seeking to rise by your own strength will not bring you true satisfaction. Openly express your genuine difficulties and annoyances to me. Put your goals and ambitions in my hands as well. I have a bigger picture for your future than you can see. You give over your narrow goals to my boundless inventiveness as you commit yourself daily to strengthening our bond. Together, we will create avenues of genuine authority where previous struggles give birth to spectacular beauty. Do not be alarmed, dear, because I surround you with darkness and light. No enemy can break our relationship or stop the incredible path I have planned for you from the beginning of time. Now and forevermore, you are held in my arms. Listen to my whispers, which will lead you, and see how I use your hardships to create splendor. Every second we spend together weaves our connection into flawless union, paving the path to your fated destiny. While others enjoy themselves, your tired soul will no longer feel empty. I promise to give you everything and more. Let this be the start of something new, my darling. I'm writing to remind you of my unwavering love. My darling, I remain your haven among the chaos, even while storms rage all around you. Know that I will always be at your side, even in times of loneliness and anxiety, when you feel ignored by the people you care about. Even people closest to you cannot mold you with their words or deeds. In my opinion, their disdain does not make you any less valuable. Our love is more than ephemeral ideas of success or failure. I respect your victories and recognize your hardships. Your value, no matter how little, is greater than the whims of this world. Break free from the limitations that other people have imposed on you. Unless you give them permission, their opinions and uncertainties have no power over you. Rise above their attempts to break your soul and make you fearful. The road ahead is full with happiness, meaning, and plenty. Have I not assured you that you would always be surrounded by compassion and goodness? My love for you is limitless, just as the sky is unlimited up above. We have a link that no one can break. Above all other rumors that try to discredit you, cling to this reality. I am enveloping you with my steadfast support. Come rest on my shoulder for a bit when you're feeling exhausted and weak, and let go of whatever grudges you may have toward those who didn't understand or condemn you. Give up resentment, since it will just make you feel depressed. I understand your whole experience and am able to provide atonement for all of your injustices and losses. Let's have a peaceful time together. Only the two of us. Turn your back on the noise and diversions. Give me access to your heart and feel free to express your emotions. Don't hold anything back. Although I already know what you're thinking, putting it out there may help both your and my hearts feel less burdened. Go on, my love. I'm here to listen. As soon as you trust me with your troubles, instead of bearing them alone, you will feel relieved. Let's reflect on the path forward. Loved one, I have wonderful plans for your life. The best times are not yet over. Will you accept my words above the depressing rumors that have been all around you if you follow me with steadfast faith? To date, who has shown more loyalty and wisdom? Your eternal creator is the narrow-minded skeptics. I am aware that it takes guts to ignore the noise of the crowd and follow your own path. So get up from the ashes of failure and doubt. Put the past shadows aside. Boldly enter the future I have planned for you, where unmatched happiness is waiting for you. The weight on your soul is just a temporary fog that will soon dissipate in my light. Liberation is still just a brave step away from the abyss. Who else has the ability to turn your pain into meaning? Have faith in my capacity to heal every injury and grief. Do you hear my voice of healing? Love more than anybody else. Choose carefully which messages to let into your heart. Your truth will be what you tell yourself again and over again. Make sure you are listening to my whispers. Enter the living streams that I so kindly provide. Allow them to revitalize the areas of your spirit that have been eroded by the harshness of the world. Let your heart be open to the satisfaction that I alone can provide. You were created with an enduring need that no one or material pleasure can ever satisfy. Come find in me the actual haven of your heart, Christ's beloved family. Step forth into the eternal love of Jesus. Joining will bring you together with others who value his presence and words. We will work together to strengthen our faith and make his light visible to everyone. Amen. Take a time, my lovely youngster. I need you to hear this before you continue, before the world pushes you into another duty too quickly. I want to share something with you. Anything you've never heard from the world. Even you could have forgotten it. You've pondered what other people think of you for a long time. Perhaps you've even pondered my opinion of you. Today, I'll address the question, God, what do you really see when you look at me? Have you ever given it any thought? Allow me to quiet all of your doubts and lies that have caused you to doubt your value. Because you have no idea how much deeper, bigger, or more lovely my thoughts about you are. I don't want you to forget my words, so pay attention and don't let this time pass. Be receptive to the kindness of the Lord, dear soul. I must type, yes, in order to invoke his blessings under this message. From the bottom of my heart, I want you to know that you were never an accident. I knew you before the world ever recognized your name. I created you with such love that even the angels were in awe of my creation before you had breathed your first breath. It is no accident that you are here. You are not a meaningless being that exists at random. Your whole existence, every characteristic that sets you apart, your smile, your strengths, and even your challenges were all stitched together with purpose and meaning. Nobody else is like you. There has never been and never will be another you among the billions of individuals who have ever lived on our planet. You are a work of art, created by my hands, molded by my affection, and meant for something more than you can now comprehend. You could question if I really see you. If I could see behind your masks, the hurt you conceal and the fears that nag at the back of your mind. I see it all, my kid. I can tell when you feel unworthy and when you don't think well of yourself, when you look in the mirror, the times when you feel unworthy of love because of the ghosts of your past. I still adore you, however. I cherish you for who you are, flaws and all. I cherish you through all of your triumphs and setbacks. I adore you for who you are now and for who I know you will grow into. For me to love you, you don't need to be flawless. Before you come to me, you don't need to repair yourself. I'll show you who you were always intended to be, so come as you are. I am aware that sometimes you feel weak when you are pushed down by life. Sometimes it seems like your obligations are too heavy when you want to give up. But today, listen to me. You underestimate your strength because I have put my power in you, not because of your own abilities. I am the one who bears you when you feel like you can no longer go. I am the one that keeps you together when you feel like you are about to collapse. I am the one who leads you home when you feel lost. You're not weak. You are not irreparably damaged. In my opinion, you are a fighter. And everything you need to conquer what is ahead has already been provided by me. Please leave a like if this letter touched your heart, my darling kid. I am aware of your faults. I am aware that there are certain things from your past that you would want to forget. But pay careful attention. You are not defined by your faults. I don't see failure when I look at you. I don't see shame when I look at you. I sense redemption when I look at you. I see hope. I see a promising future. I remind you of your mission, even when the world may remind you of your shortcomings. I define you by my love, but others may define you by your history. Put an end to the guilt I've already removed. If someone tells you that you've gone too far, stop trusting them. My grace is never too far away, and you can't be separated from my affection by whatever you've done. I don't simply put up with you, my darling. You make me happy. When you direct your heart toward me, I like it. When you go out in trust and raise your voice in prayer. I honor your triumphs and care for you throughout your hardships. Because you are mine, not because of what you do. I love who you are. I want you to experience the happiness that comes from knowing that you are loved. I joyfully sing over you. I like seeing you develop, learn, and fall in love. I take pleasure in you for a long time. It never changes. I recognize your value even when you don't think you're worthy. I see you and celebrate you even when you feel overlooked. I am aware that you have been anxious about the future. Do I have a purpose? You've asked, will things ever get better? Will I ever find peace? I can say this with complete assurance. I have your future in my hands, and it is bright. For you, I have plans that are far bigger than you could ever dream of. No, you're not aimlessly aimless. Even when you can't see it, I'm leading you. Every obstacle, hold up, and unanswered prayer is not intended to hurt you. It's getting you ready. You are preparing for something far bigger. I'm working everything out for your benefit, So trust me, kid. I hope you never forget this, and I need you to hear it one final time. You are very liked. Words cannot express how much you are loved. You were made with a purpose. You are more resilient than your difficulties. Your history does not define you. You're never alone yourself. My kid, this is how I really feel about you. And I really hope that you also believe it. Let the divine light through you, Sacred Heart. Your incredible gratitude fuels our mission to spread the timeless truth of God. Come out and enjoy the divine's incalculable treasures. Above everything, my dear kid, keep this in mind. I own you. My love, nothing can take you away. You cannot be removed from my grasp by any era, situation, or power on earth or in heaven. You are mine, and I will always keep you. You are not a mere member of the throng. You are my treasured one. I've addressed you by name. You are written on the palms of my hands by me. I've sealed your heart with my seal. I shall always adore you, and you will always be mine. I have spoken, kid. Repeat these words as often as necessary. Allow them to bring you comfort, happiness, and confidence. You have been selected. You are cherished. I own you. Never question my opinion of you, as I believe you to be exceptional, cherished, and invaluable. For you, this is my heart. Accept it, have faith in it, and live in the liberty that comes from knowing who you really are in my sight. Amen. Children, stop whatever you're doing. You need to give this your whole attention right now. You are about to get everything I have painstakingly prepared for you. However, hesitancy can result in a lost chance. Even today's open doors might close at any moment. I sense the whole essence of you. I am aware of the difficulties you have faced. I know the dreams you've had, the feelings you've shared, the times you've looked up at the sky and wondered, when can I expect my response? Your answer is closer than you think for today, I promise. But before the opportunity passes you by, you need to understand a very important fact. It's possible to lose a wonderful gift without ever realizing it. It could stay near you even if you are standing in front of the ideal entryway. You may hold on to your promise, yet it may be slipping away from you. Listen carefully. This video is your best chance of winning. I challenge you. Stay with me through to the end, because I will then reveal to you something that will really change your life, a gift from God with the capacity to improve your life forever. Tell me, will you let this chance pass you by, or are you going to take what is yours? Join me if you have unflinching faith and believe that the exceptional is possible. Today is the day I'm going to show you something amazing. Keep an eye out, because your response could appear shortly. Leave a comment. I believe without question. Children of my Lord, stop everything at once. Do you really think that you just happened to be here? Do you think it was just a coincidence that you came upon this video? I am the highest being, and I am contacting you right now. How many times have you secretly felt that you ought to get closer to me, but put it off till later? How many times have I called out to you in the silence, via a sentence that was spoken to you, while you pretended not to know, via the pain of a vision? I see that you exist. I have the whole substance of your story. I am aware of your struggles, worries, and secrets that you keep from other people. Look, the time you've been waiting for has finally here. The moment has come. I declare as I stand in front of you. Our community is looking forward to your positive energy, sweetie. To remain in touch and get more emotional, inspirational messages, subscribe. Now you have to answer my call. No material belonging can fill the emptiness you have felt. And do you realize why? Because I am the only one who can replace that need in your heart. For you I have a power of immense magnitude, but you must pay attention. Don't close your ears and keep your heart tender. Time passes with ease. Opportunities are coming up, but if you don't take advantage of them, they can soon close. How many times have you put off making a decision? How many times have you put off what I asked for today just to realize that it can't be put off any longer? I'm contacting you because this might be the turning point that changes everything. You have to decide, will you continue living your life as it is, wishing for change in a passive way, or will you follow my advice and take advantage of the many treasures that are at your fingertips? You have the last say, but pay attention to what I say. There will be no regret for those who answer my call and follow my way. Lord, I am hearing your call, kids. You are waiting for me to do something in your lives. Write in the comments. However, you overlooked the fact that I had already made it happen. I've already given you what you asked for in your prayers. I've already made the presents you've been longing for. My hand has already written your victory. Everything is in motion because of me. But you still haven't claimed what's rightfully yours. Do you understand what this means? It suggests that just giving it to you is not enough for my needs. To understand it, one must act. You have waited for things to happen. But my command has always been clear. Without work, belief is dead. You implore, you complain, you look for. But when the time comes to act, you hesitate. You're looking for a deep signal, a guarantee, or a commitment. Do you believe in me, though? Let me ask you this. I didn't just throw my people into the promised land when I gave them access to it. They needed to go inside and take control of it. I called for Peter to cross the river, but he was still on the ground. He had to initiate contact. Will you stand there waiting for me to hug you, or will you get up and take what is yours? Stop staring at the fences. Stop worrying about the possible dangers. There is a jar in the gateway, but you have to cross it. Your faith is vital, but the remarkable waits. The time you have been waiting for has arrived, but it is up to you to take advantage of it. Listen carefully. If you don't do anything, someone else could take your money. If you decide to do anything, the opportunity can elude you. Are you ready to take on this challenge? Don't put off what I have given you. Nobody can take it away from you. But if you don't grab it, you'll be standing in front of an open door that will never be opened. Do a heavenly act of faith now. Write in the comments, children, I'm grateful for this blessing right now. Pay careful attention to what I said, since this issue is really important. Have you ever noticed how certain chances pass you by and never come back? Have there ever been times when you looked back on a certain instance and regretted letting it go? I have given you several chances, but how long will you continue to hesitate? Though I am also a master of moments, I am a master of opportunities. Sometimes I'll send out an invitation. However, that chance can be lost forever if you decide not to take advantage of it. With Noah, it was similar. When I told him to build the ark, he did so. However, the entrance was blocked and no one else could enter when the flood started. It wasn't that I didn't want to help others. It was only that the opportunity to take action had already passed. I now ask this question. How many failure chances have I given you? How many times have I presented you with possibilities while you waited for the right time, hoping to be ready to have absolute certainty? Let me share this knowledge. Belief never comes before assurance. You will remain in a state of perpetual stagnation if you continue to strive for perfection before acting. You risk missing the chance and losing everything I had planned for you if you keep putting it off. Are you really sure you want this? Do you want to think back on and regret the things you choose not to do? Do you want to spend your days watching other people take the life that was rightfully yours? Stop hesitating. Stop being unsure. Stop being afraid. Even if the door is now ajar, I never said it would remain that way forever. How are you going to take advantage of this? Will you let this chance slip away into oblivion again? Or are you going to grab the moment before it's gone forever? I'll cross the threshold that God has given me to meet beloved Christians. Write in the comments. Come experience the deep delight of walking in the bright presence of Christ, to enter a friendly community where His teachings bring us together in love. Tap join. We will boost each other's spirits and deepen our religion together. The hourglass is quickly running out, kids. Is it something you feel in your spirit? And do you realize that something is changing around you? And I ask, how long are you going to stay? How many times have you made a declaration? Tomorrow, I'll act, but I'll change my mind and start when it seems appropriate. However, what if that time never comes? And this is your last chance to accept the present that I have painstakingly prepared for you. I publish this to raise your awareness, not to frighten you. The time to be patient is over. The time has come to act decisively. The time has come for you to trust me and take the plunge you have been afraid to take. Have you realized that everything valuable is confined to a certain moment? Food has a clear expiry date that is indicated by a specific time period. The time is right for the baby to be born within the mother's womb, and your blessing is waiting to be felt at the right time. However, what is meant for you could elude you if you stay still. I have overcome the most difficult challenge. The road has been carefully laid out. I've broken down barriers. You've already been given the solution. One action, however, is entirely under your control. Take it for yourself. Don't be fooled. The window of opportunity for indecision is closing. One can predict when it will be best, but now is the moment. Get up now, because you may not have the same opportunity tomorrow. You run the danger of stagnating forever if you don't take a leap of faith now. Make a choice. Will you keep watching helplessly while things happen without your input? Or are you going to get up and take what is rightfully yours? This could be your last chance to cross that boundary. Take advantage of the opportunity. Post a remark stating that the time has come. Children, I assert what is rightfully mine. How many times have you stood there, overcome with anxiety, worried about what other people think, afraid of failing, trying and not succeeding, afraid about being hurt, afraid of holding on to hope just to have it crumble, afraid of crossing your threshold? But let me ask you to make you feel this terror, because I raised you to be a strong person. I set you up to grow, to change, to succeed. I have given you the ability to succeed. What keeps you letting fear hold you back? Recognize the enemy who is trying to make you feel afraid, because he knows that when you have courage, nothing can stop you. He knows that obstacles will break down as you climb. He knows that you will succeed if you have confidence in me. He plans every action to provide you instant gratification. He causes doubt to creep into your mind. He makes you feel inadequate, as like you are not deserving and don't measure up to brilliance. However, all of it is a lie. I give you a spirit of power, compassion, and harmony instead of one of dread. Dread takes hold of your soul as you walk with me. Think about all the things you have lost because you were afraid, the chances that have passed you by, the doors that have closed because you were hesitant to seize the opportunity. But now, I can promise you that your victory is outside of fear. You will not be able to take the amazing adventure I have planned for you if you let fear control your life. What could have been will always be a mystery. If there had not been the courage to go out on that first adventure. Stop empowering fear, kids. It doesn't control your life. I am in charge here, and I promise you will act bravely. What's there to doubt if I stand by you? What would stop you if I made a vow? There is a jar in the entrance. The favor of God has already been given. Overcome this fear and take possession of what is yours. It is time for you to find your inner power. I will no longer be afraid because my victory is already secured. You write in the comments section, how many times have I given you something, kids, just to see it slip out of your hands because you were unsure? The world has been blessed with your blessing. Your wish has been realized, yet every time doubt creeps in, you pull back. As the Almighty really spoke to me, you start to wonder, is this meant for me? Will it come to fruition? You become frozen, overthink, and waver continuously in this condition of uncertainty. Additionally, the enemy takes what is legitimately yours while you are there. Still the unseen, uncertainty seeps in. It creeps down with a purposeful elegance, hiding in the shadows of doubt while disguising itself as reason. And before you know it, the belief I once had in your heart has been easily taken away. With Peter, it was that way. I called him to go on the waves, and at first he came with unflinching assurance. But halfway through, he looked at the storm and started to falter. And what happened? He went down. When was the last time you did this? Set out on a voyage full of courage and conviction just to be pulled down in the middle by doubt. But I do hope you learn something today. It is yours to claim when I give you a gift. However, you give up your wealth to those who oppose you. If you doubt it, I want you to cling to everything without being bound by doubt. If I say it will happen, then it will happen. Stop asking questions. Stop attempting to understand everything. Justification is not necessary for belief. It depends entirely on confidence to survive. It is not necessary for you to comprehend the process. You don't need to know the time. All you have to do is trust in my divine essence and not waver. Choose now. Will you continue to question yourself and lose what has already been given to you? Or are you going to accept your pledge and believe in me through to the end? Adopt your belief and make a big statement in the comments. I embrace my destiny and set aside doubt. Continue to be positive, my darling soul. Give this video to someone who needs some motivation. Have you ever stopped to think, kids, how close you are to the promise? But you continue to act as if it's far away. You look, you beg, you mourn, you yell, but when I give you direction, you turn away. While you wait for a deeper signal, you stand by and expect me to do anything. Listen up, however, your fortune is already in front of you. However, if you don't move, it can elude you and go on. This is what my folks experienced in the desert. Unquestionably and magnificently, a promised country was hidden before us. I'd already said I was going to give it to them. However, they held so tenaciously to their doubt and dread that they roamed for 40 years without ever entering. Do you understand what this is about? The promise is just a few steps away. However, it will always escape you if you continue to distance yourself from me, from faith, and from obedience. Is the promise becoming closer to you? Are you moving further away, or what? Have you opted to choose your own path, or have you accepted the vision I have for you? Let me stress that being close to the promise is not enough. To embrace it, one has to be in the ideal stance. There is no need to continue in the same way and wait for a miracle. It is impossible to pursue greatness while living up to mediocrity in order to fully appreciate what is ahead. You have to adjust yourself appropriately. The vow is waiting for you to take it. It's ready. It is poised. Are you ready to accept it? Or will you continue to be distant, postpone, and hover while time passes and the opportunity disappears? Lord, I align with your will and claim my promise. Why do you still wonder, children, whether you want to accept the promise and enjoy what I have in store for you? Are you of the opinion that I would lie? Do you think I'm a God who changes his mind? I distinguish myself from others who make promises one day and then break them the next. It will happen if I keep my promise. I sense your uneasiness, your unrest, wondering whether it will happen. Will people remember me? And I want to remind you today. Even if the present may appear unchanging, I cherish every promise. Already, my influence is working in the background. Even though it seems like forever, I am meticulously planning every detail. Everything happens at the ideal time. Despite your belief that I have faltered, I am an invincible force. For the son I promised to provide decades, Abraham suffered innumerable years, but the potential surfaced when the time was right. Joseph experienced humiliation, incarceration, being sold into slavery and treachery. However, the promise I gave him was fulfilled. After years of denial, David was selected for greatness, but in the end, he took the throne I had assigned him. Do you understand what this means? The certainty is not diminished by the waiting time. Being silent does not indicate forgetfulness. The difficulties that lie ahead do not mean that my commitment to you has weakened. Know that the answer is already on its way. If I made a promise, the enemy tries to trick you into thinking that nothing will change, that I'm not listening, and that you are not worthy. He is the master of lies, however, and I'm here today to make a declaration. Don't waver. Ignore the environment. Pay attention to me. Don't let the passing of time influence you. Because I command its very nature, nothing can prevent my promise from becoming a reality in your life. No one, no situation, and no obstacle can change what I have already decided. Now put all fear and uncertainty aside. Put an end to your lingering doubts. I'll follow through on my commitments. Now make a bold declaration in the comments section. I have faith that my life's promises will be fulfilled. The doorway is waiting for you, kids. Do you feel ready to enter? You've looked. You have begged. You have asked me to show you the path. Let me ask you a question, however. When it happens, are you prepared to cross that threshold? You often look for things you aren't yet prepared to handle. You want God's favor, but you're not strong enough to keep it. You look for possibilities, but you don't have the groundwork to keep them going. And I can tell you that looking for the right door is useless if you don't have the guts to open it. How many people have been blessed with something great just to lose it because they weren't prepared? How many people have stepped beyond the barrier of change yet lack the discernment to stay inside? I hope this destiny doesn't come to you. I'll prepare you for what's inside before I open the door. I polish your essence before I raise you to grandeur. I strengthen your faith before I give you anything great. But there are times when you can't understand this procedure. You think I'm sluggish and that I'm not paying attention to what you're saying. However, the truth is quite different. I'm molding you so that you'll be ready to take advantage of the ideal chance when it presents itself, and stay firm. Now look within. Are you really ready if this gateway swings wide today? Or do some things still need to be adjusted? Are there any obstacles left to overcome? I have asked you to let go of some things, yet you still hold on to them. I am a heavenly power that opens doors. However, I also tend to the spirits of those who want to follow the road I have outlined for them. Start getting ready right now. Create your own route and fiercely strive for progress. Take advantage of the time and create your own destiny. Avoid pursuing what has already been established. Prepare yourself in advance. And when the time comes, you will not only see the door open, but you will also have the courage and wisdom to confidently go through it. Please let me know in the comments whether you are determined and preparing for what I have already put up for you. My little youngster, help me to enter the correct door. Keep the glimmer of optimism alive. Give someone who is waiting for a little boost this video. Have you ever wondered, children, why your riches has not yet materialized? You have searched, you have cried, and you have persevered. As you look at the scene, seeing people given opportunity, seeing amazing things happen, a deep question arises within of you. Why haven't I thought of this yet? I encourage you to look inside today, because I am not the one preventing you from achieving your goals. It is possible that there is a barrier preventing your receipt. Are you ready to hear this back? Frequently, you are the biggest obstacle to your achievement rather than outside factors. A new hero is calling, but you're still stuck in the past. You try to welcome the new, yet you hold on to what I have asked you to let go of. You want my favor, yet you hold on to feelings that are contrary to what I want. Is your inability to forgive preventing you from receiving divine favor? Does staying in disobedience harm your favor? Has your gift not materialized because you are still afraid to accept it? I am an all-powerful being of order. I am a superior creature who, when the time is right, keeps promises from those who aren't prepared to accept them. Let go of any resentment and welcome freedom. You have fostered ideas of failure. Change the way you think. Go back to me if you have veered off course. Nothing can stop the destiny I have already planned for you when your heart and mine align. Avoid casting the situation or the components in a negative light. I tell you now, if there is anything that prevents you from becoming great, take a brave step right now and post in the comments. I release all that hinders my blessings from coming forth. If you want to break through this barrier and accept all I have to give, kids, stop staring at the outside world. You already own everything you're looking for. You remain calm, waiting for a cue, a reminder, or confirmation to go on. I want to remind you today that you possess the ability to attain your success. I answer you now because you have sought, begged, cried out, and often ask yourself, why has it not come to pass yet? What further actions must I undertake, my sovereign? Take your eyes off the situation and start using what I have already given you. With an army looming behind him, Moses stood before the big water, and you know what he achieved. He started to cry out, but I said, why are you calling out to me? Use what you have. He grasped the staff, and when he chose to use it, the waters opened. Do you understand? You already have everything you're looking for. The message's belief has already been released. The opportunity is already here. However, if nothing is done, the key stays in place and the door stays closed. How many times have I given you talents, abilities, tactics, and ideas that you haven't used? How many times did I create new paths and you continued to mistrust me? Kids, it's time for you to take the stage. Don't look for further confirmation. It's time to step up and assume leadership. Your victory is near. It's not contained. It is directly in front of you. Your decision to use the key is the last stage. The key is already in my hands, and I will use it, children. You say in the comments. The moment of anticipation is coming to an end. It strikes a chord deep within your soul. A change is taking place in your environment. Everything is coming together perfectly. The doors are starting to part. But now I ask you, are you ready to act? Often the problem is not the length of time you wait, but the lack of initiative. When the time comes to act, you've sought, you've beseeched, you've called out, and now I have listened. The revelation approaches. The vow is being realized, but do you possess the strength to grasp firmly what is rightfully yours? The door remains meaningless unless you choose to step beyond it. The arrival of a blessing holds no value if you do not seize it for your own. There is no purpose in me unveiling the triumph while you remain stagnant, merely anticipating. When you sense your readiness, you have already arrived. All that you have encountered thus far has been preparation. Each battle, each drop of sorrow, every instance of suffering has forged you for this moment. Now stand your ground. Do not allow fear to control your existence. Stop hesitating and embrace the path ahead with confidence. The era of anticipation is concluding, and the moment for decisive action has arrived. What shall you undertake? Will you remain stagnant, allowing the chance to slip away? Or will you rise and seize the destiny that is rightfully yours? The decision rests in your hands. Yet I say unto you, those who have faith take action. Place their trust and advance forward. Those who submit are rewarded. If you feel the moment to take action has arrived, express in the comments, I accept and will take action, my shining star. Pass on this spark of hope. Deliver the video to up to 3 companions in need of a morale boost. My beloved children, an entrance stands before you. One that I have personally unlatched. A chance that I have meticulously crafted. A journey that remains unblemished by time. Yet the foe is relentless in their attempts to mislead you. He desires for you to believe that this door is merely a figment of your imagination. He seeks to persuade you that all is insurmountable, that success is unattainable, that you are unworthy, that you lack the capability. But hear my words. If I grant you passage, it shall remain unbarred by any force. Do you comprehend the significance of this? The adversary might attempt to hinder your progress. He might strive to erect barriers. He might seek to dishearten you. Yet he cannot shut what has already been set in motion. I am the supreme force, the master of possibilities, and nothing can hinder what I choose to bestow upon your existence. Joseph faced betrayal and hardship, cast into a well, sold into slavery, and wrongfully imprisoned. Yet none could shut the door that I had opened for him. And at the perfect moment, he emerged from confinement and stepped into the grand palace. Daniel was cast into the realm of fierce beasts. The foe sought to stifle him, to conclude his tale. Yet I had already prepared a passage for him, and the jaws of the beasts could not reach him. Comprehend this. Adversity may attempt to challenge, but it will never triumph over the destiny I have already set for you. Cease viewing the challenges as if they overshadow my assurance. Cease to accept the deceptions of the adversary and embrace my truth. For what I have destined for you is already in motion, and now I urge you to proclaim this with unwavering conviction. Leah comment, no foe can shut the door that has been opened for me. Children, why do you persist in waiting until the final hour to embrace belief? How many times have I bestowed upon you my signs? How often have I whispered to your soul? At times I have revealed my actions to you, yet you persist in waiting for proof before you can truly believe. However, allow me to impart this wisdom. Belief that requires sight is not true belief, is uncertainty. Many only embrace the truth when all has been settled. They place their faith only after the extraordinary has unfolded. They seize control only when all is already within their grasp. But I am asking you today, Do you possess the audacity to trust without the need for proof? Recall Thomas. He required the sensation of my hands to truly grasp my existence. Yet fortunate are those who have not witnessed and yet hold steadfast in their faith. Are you holding out for the funds to appear in your account before you acknowledge my role as your provider? Are you expecting the remedy to manifest during an exam to believe that I am your physician? Are you standing by for every door to swing wide seeking confirmation of my role as your father? Children, do not delay your faith until the final hour. Embrace your faith and watch as your extraordinary transformation unfolds swiftly. Cling fiercely to your belief and the vow shall come to pass. I am already crafting what you desire. It is already in motion. Yet, should you choose disbelief at this moment, you risk forfeiting what was destined for you. It is within your grasp. So, cease delaying your belief. Believe in me today and take a leap of faith. Write in the comments, I shall not delay my faith. I place my faith in you now. My dear children, this battle you are confronting is not meant to bring you down. It is to ready you. I understand the challenge. I perceive your sorrow. I sense your heart yearning for clarity, but you must grasp this truth. Every challenge you encounter serves a greater purpose. You shall remain in memory, unyielding to time's passage. You are not facing dismissal. You are undergoing a trial. And are you aware of the reason for every monumental triumph? There exists a period of trial. Behold the tale of Joseph. He envisioned greatness, a magnificent destiny. Yet before he could step into the palace, he faced treachery, was bartered away, shamed, and confined. Every one of these trials was merely a beginning. It was a grand orchestration. David was chosen as king. Yet before claiming his rightful place on the throne, he confronted lions, colossal bears, and relentless adversities. Even the divine was tested in the wilderness before embarking on his sacred journey. Now look at your own life. You are going through a trial, but it is not to break your spirit, it is to uplift you. If I were to give you everything right now without preparing you, you wouldn't be able to handle it all. If I were to lift you to the highest altitudes without strengthening your foundation, the slightest wind would send you tumbling. But if you don't waver, this battle will be won, and this suffering will end. And when you think about it, you will see that every moment was pointing you in the direction of a better life. Now, take a moment to share your belief in the comments section. I am being tested to approve it, and I will not give up. My dear children, how many times have you been on the brink of your blessing, only to pull back because you didn't believe? I've already laid out my promises before you. I have already forged the way. I have already unlocked pathways. I have shown you the way. Yet, when it's time to embrace faith, uncertainty roars with greater volume. And do you comprehend the consequences of disbelief? You alone cast aside what was destined to be yours. Tweet child of mine, if these words comforted you, share your affection with a like. Build my followers in the vast desert. They possessed a destined realm, a divine gift awaiting. Yet their disbelief barred them from crossing the threshold. They whispered, questioned, and trembled. And as a result they roamed for 40 years, never claiming what had already been bestowed upon them. Now I pose this question to you. How many years have slipped away due to your lack of belief? How many chances have slipped through your fingers due to hesitation in taking action? How many opportunities have slipped away due to your lack of faith? How many promises linger in anticipation, yet your wavering belief has held you back from embracing them? My beloved children, I wish for you to retain every treasure I have meticulously crafted for your future. If I made a promise, it shall come to pass. Advance with purpose and cast no glance behind. If I command you to trust, then cast aside any doubt. Faith transcends mere emotion. Faith is a choice. And today I urge you, choose to believe. Choose to have faith. Grasp firmly the treasures I have set before you. Do not allow doubt to rob you of your potential. Do not allow fear to restrain your greatness. Do not forfeit your gift due to wavering belief. Now proclaim this with the utmost power of your spirit. Post in the comments, I will not lose my blessing. I choose to believe, my beloved children. Your existence is no mere accident. You are a masterpiece. You were destined from the very beginning of your existence. I have devised a grand scheme just for you. Your story has already been crafted by my hand. Your future has already been crafted by my hand. I have already declared my intentions over your life, and nothing and no one can hinder what I have chosen to bring to fruition. No force can hold you back. Individuals may question your abilities. Adversaries may attempt to hinder your path, but allow me to remind you of this. If I have selected you, nothing can hinder your path. Joseph faced betrayal from his own brothers, cast into a well and wrongfully imprisoned. Yet nothing in this world could thwart the destiny I had set for him. David faced disdain from his family, was overlooked by men, and endured persecution on his path to kingship. Yet when I select someone, no matter the opposition, the promise shall be realized. And now behold your affliction. How many times have they attempted to break your spirit? How often have they doubted your abilities? How many times has the foe sought to dishearten you, to halt your progress, to persuade you that success is beyond your reach? But today, I want you to grasp this truth. If I stand by your side, who could possibly oppose you? Though force can hold you back, they may attempt to shut doors, but I unleash even grander entrances. They may attempt to bring you low, yet I elevate you to greater heights. They may attempt to stifle your voice, yet I empower you to speak with my conviction. You are extraordinary. You are my selected champion. And when I've made my decision, nothing can stop you. Now, if you really believe this, take a risk and post in the comments, "Children, nothing can stop me from achieving my greatness." How many miracles have you missed because you didn't believe in them? You pray, you plead, you cry, but when it comes time to have faith, doubt wins out. It all comes down to your spirit. You want a miracle, but do you really believe in it? Or do you have a deep-seated dread of being let down? Let me tell you about this. The difficulty itself is not the biggest obstacle to a miracle, it's the enemy. That isn't the case. It's the uncertainty. I want to do the spectacular in my own world, surrounded by those who had seen my journey. However, their lack of trust hampered me. Do you understand that the exceptional is impeded by the lack of belief, buoyed by unshakable faith? Peter strode over the river, but as doubt began to creep in, he found himself sinking further and deeper. The lady who suffered from the blood problem was healed as a result of her steadfast faith. She didn't say a word, yet she controlled the scene. All she needed to do was touch me. Barnabas, who was blind, cried out for healing, and his unshakable faith performed the miracle. Look at your ailment now. What are you looking for in me? What have you been looking for? Is the time for your heavenly intervention drawing near? I want to ask you a question now. Are you really a believer? Because you obstruct your own revelation when you maintain uncertainty. Giving your wealth to the enemy is what happens when you let uncertainty seep in. I am the master of the unusual, children, but only when I have faith can my marvels come to pass. Adopt your beliefs. Grab your miracle and keep it close at hand. Declare your belief right now and leave a comment. Children, I think my miracle is coming. Do you really think you're just a coincidence to be here? Right now, you have the ability to be wherever you want to be. There are many alternatives available to you. But I sent you here for a reason that requires your focus. You have cried out for direction, longed for a sign, and sought answers. Today, this video is the answer to your prayers. Undoubtedly, there are times when loneliness consumes you. Do you wonder whether I really see all you're going through? You want to understand why some things are still unmet. And I promise you that I have always been devoted to you. I've always been with you. There's a reason this video discovered you. This is a key component of my ambitious plan. I wanted you to take in these words. I want to remind you that I am still in charge, that your life has a purpose, and that my efforts are still in your best interests. All of your experiences have been very meaningful. Every tear was visible to me. Nothing that happened surprised me. I am forming, directing, and preparing you. Now I ask you this question. Do you really believe that I brought you to this point? Seize the core of this word I share with you. If you have trust, I am renewing your faith. I call you into a new age. Now take a minute to believe and share it in the comments section. I take this advice to heart and continue on your journey. How many times have I given you clear direction, my darling children? But you stumbled. I gave you the truth that you were looking for. You asked for direction, and I showed you the way. However, when the time came to answer the summons, fear resounded more loudly. You were constrained by uncertainty, so you decided to do it alone. Let me ask you a question, however. Are you really of the opinion that you know more about the road than I? I see something which is not visible to you. Even before you get there, I can see the way ahead. If I provide direction, it's because I have a clear vision of where we're going. Peter received a prize that was beyond his reach when he obeyed my order and threw his net into the depths. Way left his homeland after answering the summons. Having no idea where he was going, he became the founder of a powerful country. The walls collapsed in front of the Israelites as they circled Jericho in obedience to the order. Do you understand? Submission opens doors that are impossible for human effort alone. Uncertainty, however, intrudes into your resistance. You obstruct the fulfillment of my promises in your life when you decide to go it alone. I don't want to put any restrictions on you. I give the order to do you a tremendous favor. I have the knowledge to help you reach your full potential. I have a vision of where we are going, and the exceptional will happen in front of you if you have faith and follow through. Now make a sensible decision. Will you continue to deny what I have already shown you? Or are you going to follow my lead and accept the extraordinary? Take a chance and leave a remark if you decide to follow. Child, I decide to do as you say. Every word you spoke has been heard by me. When no one else was around, the prayers were silently murmured, the tears you wept while you were alone and thought no one was watching. I saw it all. I've taken it all in, and I say that every moment has a purpose today. I know you've thought about it a lot. Are my ideas being heard by a higher power? Are my prayers reaching the Almighty? Yes, I would say. I've always paid attention. You stretched out from the first murmur that came out of your spirit right away. I've started working, but you have to understand something very important about the time period I live in, my beloved children. I work beyond the world of mortals. I take deliberate steps, carrying them out with perfect accuracy. The cosmos is already working in your favor, even if it may appear like nothing is happening. It seems sense that you are impatient for the response. But what I'm doing is far more than you could have ever imagined. Joseph, thinking he had been abandoned in prison, sought freedom. I was, however, cultivating a germ of strength for him. For years, hell cried, longing for a son. However, I wanted to give birth to a prophet who would light up the world, not just any kid. Many people accepted Lazarus's destiny with a conclusion. However, I knew that a remarkable marvel was approaching. And now I proclaim that your time of patience is coming to an end. Unquestionably, the solution is on the way. What's within is revealed as the door opens wide. The promise is about to become a reality. Have unshakable strength and persevere. Now, hold tight, because you are about to experience something amazing. Now, post in the comments with your belief. With heavenly favor, I think my prayers were answered. I will respond shortly. If this letter resonated with you, my dear child, please express your love by like it. Youngsters, why do you still think I'm moving too fast? You're clearly uncomfortable. I can hear you questioning why it hasn't happened yet. Why is this delay happening? But I want you to understand this now. I don't put things off. I plan. You look at the clock and feel as if time is passing by in a rapid, unrelenting stream. You feel like you've fallen behind when you see others doing it. You think I have forgotten you, but I have control over time itself. If it hasn't happened yet, it's not because I've been negligent. Both who you are and what I will provide you are being shaped by me. Joseph would not have had the wisdom to rule if I had given him the throne too soon. David would not have had the wisdom to rule if he had ascended to the throne too soon. Abraham would not have learned the important lesson of genuine faith if he had received his son before the promise. Look at you now. Do you really think you're ready to accept all I've reserved for you? Because I won't give you anything that will disappear by daybreak. I want to give you a gift that you will always treasure. I never forget you. I stand by what I've decided. I'm just preparing you for a far longer period of time than you can imagine. Grab your complaints. What seems to be a time of expectation is really a time of creativity. And once everything is in motion, nobody or anything will stop what I have already ordained for your existence. Now take a time to post in the comments about what you believe. I think that God exists. He is preparing me for something greater, so don't hesitate. Kids, keep in mind that not every chance comes my way. I can relate to your expectation of a reaction, your spirit's need for change, and your desire for quick success in your pursuits. Let me ask you a question, however. Are you certain that the entrance I have designed for you is the one you want? Because fresh pathways are often made available by the enemy. He offers what seem to be extraordinary chances. He exposes routes that seem easier, avenues that seem to have enormous advantages, ideas that astonish your vision but eventually divert you from my wishes. Not everything that seems right is really right. Not all of what seems like a gift comes from inside me, and you may find yourself deviating from the path I have planned for you if you cross the wrong barrier. Recall Jonah. There he saw a ship ready to go. It was an open door, he thought. However, that path diverted him from my plan, and what happened? A storm, a monstrous beast, and an unavoidable return to the destiny I had predetermined. And now look at your life. Are you trying to cross thresholds that you were never supposed to cross? Have you been lying to yourself by giving easy answers? Have you been seduced by possibilities that seem attractive, but eventually divert you from what I want? Don't hurry to any entrance, kids. Wait for the right opportunity, because no amount of power will be able to seal it once I release it. No storm can lead you astray while I'm in charge. Fate is safe when I command it. Look forward to the ideal entry. I know what time it is. I know the path that lies ahead. Now take a risk and post, Lord, I don't want any doors, in the comments section. I wait for the one who comes out of you. Who can stop what I have already decided, child? Are you afraid of what other people think? You think there is anybody who can change what I have already made about you? You've been considering the difficulties, but the prospect of leaving could be too daunting. Let me stress this. Nothing can stop me when I give an order. No one will be able to shut a door if I decide to open it. No amount of envy, opposition, or animosity can ever impede someone's rise if I decide to raise them. Whether the world accepts my promises, I will fulfill them. Moses was the same way. The Pharaoh tried to stop the evacuation of my people, but there was nothing he could do. I gave the order, and they left Egypt just as I had promised. With Esther, it was that way. The enemy wanted to destroy my family. However, I raised her in the palace, guaranteeing the success of my realm. Jesus was the same way. They made an effort to silence him. They defeated him. However, he rose again on the third day, since nothing can stop what has been decided. Look at your reflection now. How many times have you thought about giving up because you thought someone could stop you? However, I promise that nothing can impede the path I have already laid out for you. Challenges may come, but I have the ability to break through any wall. Even if there are enemies, I am the ultimate power that gives you victory. Even if there can be challenges, I am the one who forges a path when none is available. Let rid of your fear and embrace your bravery. If it is my will, it will be done. Let this encouragement take off, sweetheart. Send the movie to 3 or more folks who might use a little motivation. Now, if the Lord so desires, take a risk and leave a remark. My kid, nothing can stop me from winning. Deep down in your spirit, you feel it. The answer you're looking for is closer than you think. Now, nevertheless, I ask you this inquiry. Do you have the conviction to believe it? Frequently, it is not time, difficulties, or the enemy that prevent the blessing. It is the lack of faith. Even if you profess to have faith, there is still confusion deep inside you. You plead for answers, yet a question still remains. Will it really happen? Let me draw your attention to something. However, if uncertainty obscures your view, you can be on the verge of a remarkable metamorphosis, yet be unaware of it. For 40 years, my people traveled across the desert with the hope of grandeur at their fingertips. But because they had no faith, they wandered aimlessly and never set foot in the place that was meant for them. Look at your reflection now. Are you ready to understand what I am already relinquishing? Or does your uncertainty still hold you back? Don't waste any more time. At the threshold, don't hesitate. Find your inner fortitude and welcome the adventure that is ahead. Now nourish your faith. When I promise anything, it's final. If I make a declaration, it will happen. Be ready to accept it when I remark that your response is near. Children, you have already traveled this far. Now, take a time to share your belief and post in the comments. Lord, I believe my answer approaches, and I stand prepared to embrace it. Have unshakable strength and persevere. I am aware of the tremendous hardship you have faced. I am aware of the difficulties you face on a daily basis. There are times when giving up looks alluring, when fatigue is a heavy burden, and you wonder whether persistence is worth it. I implore you to understand this fact now. The enemy knows that you are about to win, and for that same reason, he will use whatever strategy he can to discourage you in the last few minutes before your achievement. In your thoughts, he sows the seeds of submission. To deplete your drive, he manipulates others. He leaves you feeling helpless, alone, and weak. But believe me, when I say that you are on the verge of greatness, what many of people gave up just before the remarkable happened. How many have given up what they valued because they were unwilling to persevere a little longer? How many people have broken my vows because they were too impatient to wait for the right opportunity? But you will never give up, my kid. Your remarkable metamorphosis has already begun. We've revealed your answer, and you will experience all I have planned for you if you remain steadfast. The promise is for those who persevere until the end, and I'm here to give you power. Take a deep breath, lift your eyes and go forward. More than ever, you are on the verge of victory. Now find your inner strength and post in the comments, "I'm going to win. I won't give up." Who gave you kids the impression that this would be easy? I never promised a path devoid of difficulties, but I promised to always be at your side. Have you ever realized that the most fearsome champions are those who consistently rise to the occasion rather than those who never falter? Triumph belongs to the faithful, not the pioneers. David's unshakable conviction allowed him to defeat Goliath. Through unrelenting perseverance and refusal to give up along the way, Joseph rose to the position of governor. Job recovered all that had been lost and more, because he remained true to his religion despite his hardship. Look at your reflection now. How many times did the adversary try to stop you? When was the last time you felt vulnerable? How frequently did you consider giving up control? However, I come before you to say your victory is certain if you remain firm. The difficulties you face now are just one part of your great story. All they do is provide you the ability to reach a higher condition. You will lose out on the exceptional greatness I have reserved for you if you stop working now. If you give up before the end, the full fulfillment of the promise I gave you will never be witnessed. However, you will see the remarkable happen if you persevere and remain steadfast. If your faith lasts to the very end, don't let fatigue, anxiety, or doubt stop you from moving forward. What I have to share is priceless, worthy of every hardship, every tear, and every moment of endurance. Now make a strong statement in the comments section. I'm not going to waver. My victory is certain. The time has come, kids, to put the past behind us. I am aware of what you have had to deal with. I know how difficult things have been for you. These dogs have carved themselves into your very being. The times you thought you were running out of room. Today, however, I announce that this cycle is over. This is my invitation to welcome a new period of renewal, blossoming, and victories beyond your greatest expectations. However, in order to completely embrace this new chapter, you must let go of what no longer serves you. You can't comprehend the future if you're holding on to the past. You can't make any progress if you keep your eyes on the ground. You cannot enjoy the wealth I have for you as long as you are still carrying responsibilities that should have been dropped at my feet. Abraham accepted the promise by having the courage to leave the known. Joseph overcame his betrayal wounds to become governor because he had the courage to leave the boat. Peter beat the odds and walked on water. I want to ask you something now. Are you ready to let go of the way things are and enter the amazing future I have planned for you? Because I am prepared to take you to where you have never been before. I am creating a new avenue for you to follow. Therefore, you have a choice if you think that you should go on, if you decide to put the past behind you, and if you cease reliving wounds that ought to have been healed. Now take a leap of faith and write in the comments, Lord, I receive this new time in my life. Almighty Creator, in this sacred moment, I stand before you fully aware that you are the Supreme Being, the one who makes paths in the wilderness, the one whose words become reality, the one whose promises are unwavering. I know that being here is not a coincidence. This prayer is a divine summons to my existence, a call to awaken and embrace the blessings you have painstakingly crafted for me. Beloved child, let this uplifting message shine on. Forward it to up to 3 hearts, searching for a little light. I know that the blessings have been bestowed. I recognize that the doors have been flung wide open. My victory has been inscribed, and my growth has been declared. Everything in the spiritual realm has been orchestrated for me to claim what is rightfully mine. Yet, Father, I refuse to be one who merely glimpses the promise without stepping into it. I refuse to be among those who linger in desolation, shackled by disbelief in your might. I will not be like those who succumb to trepidation and forfeit the opportunity for something extraordinary. Therefore, today I lift my voice in prayer. I stand resolute and proclaim that I will no longer delay my commitment. I will not permit fear, uncertainty, madness, or the judgments of others to separate me from the blessings you have bestowed upon me. Divine One, if there is anything hindering my reception of your blessings, reveal it to me. Mold me as you see fit. I refuse to step into the new time unready. I yearn to be fully equipped to embrace and uphold all that you have destined for me. Creator, I trust that when you decree, nothing can impede my path. No force can shut the door that you have swung wide open. No adversary can hinder the triumph that has been ordained above. I cast aside all deceptions that seek to undermine me. I dismiss every notion of failure, every sense of weakness, and every whisper that attempts to instill doubt. I opt for belief. I place my trust. I stand resolute. And even if the manifestation is not visible at this moment, I boldly proclaim in faith that my resolution is on its way. My triumph is unfolding. A new era has already commenced. If you are beckoning me to ascend, I wholeheartedly accept. I refuse to mislead myself with false opportunities. I choose to await the right passage. I choose to tread your path, even if it appears longer, even if it's more arduous, for I understand that your designs surpass my own. I express my gratitude, for I know my supplications were not in vain. The season of waiting was a time of fortification. Every experience I have encountered thus far has been woven into your grand design. And today, with unwavering faith, I claim my blessing before the opportunity slips away. O divine presence, empower my hands to grasp what is rightfully mine. Fortify my mind against doubt. Steady my heart to remain resolute. Grant me the bravery to forge ahead, for I am certain that greatness lies ahead. Supreme Being, I persist in my supplication, aware that this is my pivotal moment. I recognize the spiritual battle unfolding around me. I see how the adversary seeks to divert my focus, diminish my spirit, and instill uncertainty. Yet, I cast aside every ploy of darkness aimed at robbing me of my destined path. I cling to your sacred promise. I refuse to be among those who falter at the brink of victory. I will not retreat from the abundant life you have laid out for me. Therefore, today I declare my resolve. I cast off all doubt. I cast off all fear. I cast aside every opposing thought. My mind belongs to the divine. My heart belongs to the divine. My aspirations belong to the divine. Guide me. If I find myself glancing back, I focus ahead. If I remain anchored in the past, grant me the fortitude to release what ought to be forgotten. For I yearn to embrace the new. I seek to advance towards the destiny you have prepared for me. I refuse to let my blessings slip away because of doubt. I will not stand motionless in front of the open door. I know that obstacles come to fortify my resolve, but today I choose to persevere, no matter how difficult they may seem. I embrace trust even in the face of difficulty. I know that you are the architect of preparation. Every experience has been a lesson, a crucial journey to bring me into alignment with your divine purpose. Now, I seek your guidance to determine the correct path. Protect me from the temptation of easy routes. Keep me from veering off course. Guide me with your powerful hand, making sure I stand exactly where you intend. I refuse to rely on my own judgment, but instead I choose to walk the path you have set for me. I surrender my strength and find solace in your unwavering faithfulness. Divine presence, I sense that my answer is imminent. Deep within my spirit, I feel the approach of something monumental, and I refuse to let anything hinder my reception of it. If there are remnants within me that require breaking, shatter my heart. If there are aspects that need molding, reshape me. For I am aware that when you decree, nothing can impede my path. I understand that if you grant approval, no person, circumstance, or situation can deny it. With unwavering conviction, I proclaim, my triumph is already ordained in the celestial realm. Though my eyes have yet to witness it, my heart has claimed it as its own. My journey may not be complete, but my faith propels me forward. Others may not grasp this truth. Yeah, I am certain that everything has been meticulously arranged for the perfect moment. My belief fuels my determination. I shall not falter. I will persevere, for I know that I am not alone. I will stand resolute until the very end. Almighty, I surrender all to you. Embrace my life aspirations, intentions, and choices, and guide them not by my desires, but by your divine will. For I trust that your path is supreme. Your wisdom transcends all. Your designs are flawless, and in due time, my reward shall manifest. I proclaim, affirm, and declare all this in the name of your Son, Jesus. Amen. Dearest, in these sacred moments, our spirits intertwine profoundly. Make it a practice to detach from distractions and welcome tranquility. Silence the clamor that disturbs your sense of unity. Nurturing our spiritual bond through consistent heartfelt exchanges is crucial. Neglecting this may sever the vital connection to your essence. Your duty now is to transform self-absorption into authentic sincerity. When your deeds stem from genuine intention, the universe harmonizes with your destiny. Dedicate yourself to growth, and you will discover that the world around you reacts favorably, bestowing upon you unforeseen blessings. With this strength, remain resolute in the face of chaos, falsehoods, and ruin. The shadows diminish when individuals stand firm in their commitment to truth. In these pivotal moments, the decisions you embrace will profoundly influence what lies ahead. How will you answer the summons of your fate? Beloved one, I convey these reflections to you from a realm beyond time, wishing for you to sense my presence and have faith in my unwavering affection. Through shifting seasons and the passage of years, my boundless compassion and steadfast strength endure. Stay vigilant and seek out moments of stillness, allowing my message to resonate within your being across countless lifetimes. I have been your guardian, ensuring your safety through tranquil nights and tumultuous days. Long before the mountains rose and the seas brimmed with life, I saw you and cherished the promise you hold. Trials will arise to challenge your resolve, yet you can find your anchor in me. A sanctuary of serenity amid life's tempests. I crafted the stars and set the cosmos in motion. Imagine the depths of support I can offer you in your healing and pursuit of your true destiny. You don't have to carry the weight of perfection, because you were perfect in my eyes from the beginning of your journey. Look into the infinite and know that you are in my steadfast care. I see the silent truths you bear, the burdens you bear in solitude during difficult times. The world may say that you are unheard of and unappreciated, but my reality confirms that you are known, loved, and respected. Even in your darkest moments, you are never truly alone because I have placed an enduring light within you. If you sincerely seek me out every day, setting aside time to sense my presence and to express your deepest desires, I will get closer and reveal wisdom that is beyond your understanding. Will you embrace it? Allow your heart to become the sanctuary where we connect in serene stillness. Bring forth your wounds, and I shall illuminate your authentic essence. Reveal your most profound dreams and witness the transformation of the unattainable into your new existence. Beloved, cast aside the doubt and deceptive whispers that challenge your value. A radiant existence awaits beyond your current perception. You are enveloped in my unwavering love, deep reality that alters all. My allies accompany you on your journey. Embrace the forthcoming changes without trepidation. Instead, root your spirit in my presence, confident that I will lead you to a liberated and enriching future that many yearn for, yet few dare to seize. My affection for you transcends mere language, yet my essence resonates with your soul in a profound and tender manner. Approach me as your true self, embracing every imperfection and void. My empathy can touch the most profound corners of your being. Allow your concealed grief and deep scars to guide you to my embrace. In that sacred space, I will transform your suffering into serenity and your fractures into beauty. The unfulfilled hopes and fragmented aspirations you carry are ripe for transformation if you permit me to rejuvenate your spirit. Fear not the uncharted paths that lie ahead, for the transformations you witness in the world are a testament to my unseen influence. I have dispatched my heralds to combat the shadows of your ancestry, paving the way for you to embrace your true calling. The sorrows of bygone generations will fade away in the vibrant realm I am crafting solely for you. Beloved, the moments of joy glisten like the morning dew upon verdant blades of grass. Each day reach out and gather these treasures to enrich your odyssey. Do not linger on what is absent with the hurdles before you. For my abundance is vast and will ceaselessly uplift your essence. You are entering a serene realm crafted solely by my hand. Here you will grasp the boundless nature of my affection in ways that transcend mere words. The innermost corners of your soul will be filled with profound liberation as I dispel feelings of shame and fill voids with restorative joy. Shed no more tears, beloved, cradled gently in my embrace. I recognize the pain of betrayal that has scarred you, making trust feel elusive. I witness each tear transforming into a lesson of insight within you. But dear one, I am here to wash away your regrets and envelop you in my unwavering love. I forge profound connections among those who share a similar vision on this path. You are destined for meaningful relationships, my cherished one, yet tread carefully to discern genuine bonds from fleeting encounters. Assess the authenticity of those who wish to enter your sacred space. My guides will lead you wisely as you traverse the delicate balance of separation and unity. Each loss paves the way for new possibilities. Release the past, trusting in my power to enrich your future with elegance. Discard the labels that bind you to previous wounds or setbacks. Your true essence transcends any sorrow or remorse. You are crafted by my hand, uniquely intended to reflect my magnificence through your singular spirit. Embrace the exquisite essence I have instilled within your spirit. nurturing it so that confidence flourishes and radiates hope to those around you. Here lies the undeniable truth, cherished one. Authentic joy cannot be attained by striving to ascend through your own might. Share your heartfelt struggles and frustrations with me openly. Also, place your hopes and grandest dreams in my hands. My vision for your future transcends what you can perceive. As you dedicate yourself each day to deepening our connection, relinquishing your limited aspirations to my infinite creativity, together we shall forge pathways of true authority where breathtaking beauty arises from past challenges. Fear not, beloved, for my presence envelopes you in both shadow and brilliance. No foe can sever the bond we share or disrupt the extraordinary journey I have crafted for you since time's dawn. I promise to give you all of this and more. Listen to my whispers, which will guide you, and see how I create beauty out of your hardships. Every moment we spend together creates the path to your destiny, weaving our connection in perfect unity. Your tired spirit will no longer feel empty while others are satisfied. Let today be a new beginning, my love. I reach out to remind you of my unwavering love. I stand as your haven in the midst of the storms, and even when you feel alone and afraid, when you feel ignored by the people you care about, know that I will always be by your side. I love transcending transient ideas of success or failure. No matter how small, your worth surpasses the fickle judgments of this world. Liberate yourself from the constraints that others have placed upon you. Their judgments and doubts possess no authority over you unless you allow them to ascend beyond their efforts to diminish your spirit and instill fear. The path ahead is brimming with joy, purpose, and abundance. Have I not promised that goodness and kindness will accompany you throughout your days? Just as the sky stretches endlessly above, so boundless is my affection for you. No one can sever the bond we share. Hold fast to this truth above all other whispers that seek to undermine you. You are enveloped in my unwavering support. When you find yourself feeling weak and drained, come and rest upon my shoulder for a moment. Release any resentment towards those who fail to understand or judge you. Let go of bitterness, for it serves only to weigh down your spirit. I grasp the entirety of your journey and can offer redemption from every loss and injustice. Shall we share a tranquil moment together? Just the two of us. Turn away from the clamor and distractions. Let your heart be open to me. 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 Let your thoughts be heard, for I already know what they are, but letting them out will relieve you as you trust me with your worries, instead of carrying them alone. Let's think about the journey ahead. I have great plans for your life. If you walk with me in unwavering faith, will you accept my words over the depressing murmurs that have surrounded you? Who has shown greater loyalty and insight so far? The narrow-minded doubters are your eternal creator. I know it takes courage to ignore the clamor of the masses and follow your own path. So get up from the ashes of failure and uncertainty. Put aside the shadows of the past. Take a bold step into the destiny I have created for you, where unmatched joy awaits. The burden weighing on your spirit is merely a fleeting mist that will soon vanish in my radiance. Even now, liberation is poised. Just one courageous step beyond the depths. Who else can transform your suffering into purpose? Trust in my ability to mend every wound and sorrow. Are you attuned to my voice of restorative love above all others? Be discerning about the messages you allow into your heart. What you tell yourself repeatedly will become your truth. Ensure that the whispers you heed are mine. Immerse yourself in the living waters I generously provide. Let them rejuvenate the parts of your soul that have been hardened by the world's harshness. Open your heart to embrace the fulfillment that only I can offer. You were designed with an eternal yearning that no person or earthly delight can ever quench. Come discover the true sanctuary of your heart within me. Beloved family in Christ, step forward into the glow of Jesus' everlasting love. Choose to join to unite with others who cherish His word and presence. Together we'll nurture our faith and shine His light for all to see. Amen.